Fair enough. Alright, is everybody ready to play?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? So yes.
Yeah.
Alright then. As every session I ever run in anything ever will begin, we'll recap with how did we get here? When last we played, the party made it to the Sylvan city of Greffera, a sprawling mass of trees turned to towers and like natural homes and manors and large buildings that almost seem as though they are just shaped of wood. There is no distinct cutting or carving. It's like they just grew out of the ground and became beautiful. They got in there and were immediately confronted by a number of concerned and exceptionally confused guards because in your company were a number of individuals that had been missing from there, but they weren't even aware they were missing. They hadn't been reported as such. They'd apparently been there the entire time. Upon, a quick talkie-talkie with the captain, who succeeded in their roles to not be fucking retarded and oblique, you then chased your leads all the way up the tower, prevented them from escaping, and knocked them out. These individuals, apparently being demons of some kind, hasn't been discovered yet because they are unconscious and currently in cells, and if they're shapeshifters, they will take time to shift back to their actual original forms.
Am I misremembering, or didn't we identify one of them as a succubus?
You identify them as like a succubus kin, not directly as one, but like
Right.
essentially they hit all the tropes as far as you could gather.
We mostly assumed.
Yeah. Well, they definitely had like the succubus tropes, like the sets of skills, but you don't know exactly what breed of demon it is. But succubus is a close enough guess. Doesn't matter.
Good guess.
Yeah, it's a very solid guess, very educated guess, some might say. For this session, we do not have Tau, aka Fusa the Centaur, aka Ebram, who will be resurrecting soon. For this reason, I'm going to be doing some hand wavy that he's just taking a little bit longer. And that will be resolved on like the morning of leaving Greffera with the party. Because having the player here to play as his character who came back to life is, it's kind of important that they be there for it. It'd be a bit weird otherwise. Instead, when we left off, you had wrapped all this shit up. You'd repaired the weather orb. The other women had been brought to, and you, I believe, decided that they were clean and okay. They'd just been put to sleep by some kind of magical potion or poison.
Yeah.
And then that's where you left it off. So, what would you like to do in Greffera?
Okay.
It is a magical city. You guys have some money between you.
Not enough.
How many do I have?
Not enough to randomly buy, like, loot. No, but you can still do shit.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I thought about my downtime, but I honestly, legitimately couldn't come up with any downtime because anything I kind of wanted to get, it would be like, yeah, I have to get like the person to give me like a 70% discount.
Reasonable.
So I'm just gonna ask you instead, Dan.
Sure.
What is there to do in this town?
Okay then. Well, it's definitely the kind of place where lots of Fae and Sylph and Elves will like have fucking rockin' parties. It's just kind of one of their jams. They have like, I wouldn't call it a street carnival because a carnival is a bit too raucous and loud, but they do have like street shows that happen like pretty much constantly. So like entertainment wise, there's a bunch to see. There are tons of travelers that come through here. They'll come with expensive goods or rare goods. And also there are plenty of jobs on offer. Essentially, like, you know how there was the Mercenaries Guild in Rosaith? There is the equivalent of that here in Greffera. They aren't the exact same group, mind you, but they're close enough to it that they get along well because their contracts don't really merge over the river. They're not in contest with each other. So looking for work and things to do in the area, that would be a good place to start. I mean, she's no Guild Mount Bouchant or whatever her name was, but there is a guild that, I believe this one's a master in this case, a guild master.
I want to go to this guild and at least find out who they are.
Of course, yes, you're welcome to do so. I believe when you wrapped up there in the city, it was what, nighttime or approaching nighttime.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, do you stay the night in like a tavern, or do you just go straight on to the guild halls?
Well, if it was almost midnight, then I'm probably gonna go pass out first in some tavern.
Okie dokie. Yep. If
How?
asking around, one of the guards would be like, "Oh, there's this really, really nice one, and we'll put in a good word for you." And they'll give you a free lodging there for a day. Staying any longer, you might have to put some cash in, but they're like, just heck, crash there for the night. We'll cover it. It's fine.
Sweet.
Now, would anyone, by the way, like to try and push for some kind of reward, or are you just gonna let it go at good guy tax?
Eh,
I mean, I'm fine with it.
I'm
No,
fine.
I'm good.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Alright then. So when you go to the tavern, it's I would say like a two-storied building. It's very, very large. The kind of thing that you would expect more to be a town hall, but it appears to be devoted entirely to just sleeping there and drinking there and eating there. The weather has been cold and shit, even as deep in as the Sylphlands themselves, because you're approaching like winter by this point. Or at least you're in autumn and on the cusps of winter. So
So
there's a
now
nice...
it's becoming actual snow.
Yeah, now, well, does it snow there? I think it...
Not yet, but
well, I mean, they've had snow. They're not used to it. I think it does naturally snow in their lands, though, so yes. You notice when you go in, they don't have a fire going so much as they have, like, these sets of really, really, really hot rocks that are resting on, like, earthen pits, but they have illusions pretending to be fires, so it's like you can do the fireplace watchy thing, but it's quite definitely an illusory flame, but, it's operating with the same amount of heat.
so it's kind of like the equivalent of a bond, like a bonfire on a TV.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen like the electric heaters that get like planted into walls and have the little screens on them. It's essentially
Yeah.
the magical
Yeah.
version of that. It's very nice and homely though. There is cheerful music, like there are you suspect that every building has some kind of fucking bard in it. Right now is a couple of Sylvans and a Gathlane. The Sylpha between them are playing these sets of flutes. They look like they're way too large, like pipes and charms and chimes for them to actually be breathing through them, but they are, with like just their lungs as opposed to some kind of machinery or tools or bellows or any of that kind of stuff. They're just breathing into these huge fucking pipes and making these deep haunting tunes, all along accompanied by some kind of stringed instrument being played by one of the Gathlane. Very nice, peaceful place.
Cool. I'm just gonna probably hang out with someone maybe, or just down play my flute for a while.
Yeah, sure. You were still working on that. If anything, you might be able to find someone who could teach you to be better at flute.
I have been taught.
Oh yeah, of course, you've got flute lessons. So yeah, if you pull out an instrument, they would be glad to have you along with them to play.
Sorry.
They would love to play with you. If you get out an instrument, they would invite you to join them up on the stage.
Sure. I only have +6.
That's fine. I mean, your take 10 becomes a 16, so
Yeah.
you make the base DC of playing. If you want to make a dice roll and try and ace it, then you're welcome to try.
No, I'm fine. I basically just say like I'm quite the novice. That's all I say.
Yep. They seem okay with that. When you start playing, I don't know if you suffer from stage fright at all, but you're very quickly supported by the accompaniments of their other instruments.
No, China's fine with that.
Excellent. Does anyone go up to the bartender?
Eventually, I do.
Yeah. Did anyone else come to the tavern at this time?
Yeah, look, I'm with them.
Yep. Cool.
Hmm.
I know that Munakoy is an outside sleeper, but it's miserable and cold out right now, and there's a tavern with music in it.
Fine. I didn't do so well at the last part. Fine. I'm off doing my own thing. Don't worry, I've got my own thing.
Okie dokie. Yep.
He's a spy.
Bartender.
He's a cultist spy.
He's a
He's
cult.
turned
I
his
knew
side.
it. He took
Fucking
all of those
knew it.
notes. Finally, he's taking up all of my notes to be my double agent.
Fucking spylon.
Yeah.
Such a spylon. You can break him if you want to.
Yeah,
No.
I initiate a break.
He has to give up all of his. He has to give up all of his nukes.
Yeah, give
Sorry,
up your nukes,
I only have blue
Give up
card.
your blight bombs.
I only have blue card. I can only repair the rig.
Yeah. Did you hand over the mini bite bombs, or you were like, there they are, and then you left them to President Dragon?
I believe we let Present Drag. No,
Yeah.
I thought we let
Dragon
Present
dealt with
Dragon
them.
deal with them.
Yeah, because you didn't want to take them off the alarm pedestals.
I mean, I was fine with that, but everyone else wasn't.
Yeah.
What?
What? No, that's the opposite.
That's the
Well,
opposite. You were the
no,
one who weren't.
you-
Wasn't
No,
fine.
I was fine with putting them somewhere, like maybe not like fucking with them in turn, but I was fine with like going back to check them out. But everyone was like, "Nah, leave them." I know that's the case.
Oh, right.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you don't have nukes to hand over, but you know, whatever.
All right, sure.
So it's just like, how did that non sequitur begin again? Oh, right. Stupid joke.
It's how did we get into this? We
It's
were
not-
heading
it's not
up
a
to a
sta-
bar.
It's not a stupid joke. I want to break Greg.
Yeah, fair.
But like, wait, how did we get into this? Because we were heading to a bar. It sounds like you were like, "So how are you gonna pay for your drink?" You just said, "Yeah, just have this." And it's like, "What is that?" It's a nuke. Pays for everything in this bar.
It's true. It does.
Just 'cause
It's
everyone
true. The
needs-
nuclear threat drinks free. That's generally how it works. Oh god, I've just looked through some of my tokens. I have this incredible token here. Ganjalf the Weed Wizard.
Wow.
Sorry, random distractions. Yeah, the bartender. It is a catfolk, which is relatively rare. There's grey to his hair and the tips of his ears. Like
I've
weathered tanned skin.
I've seen way too many catfolk to be excited about that.
It's not common to see them
Wow.
in the middle of orc nomad lands, in the Gathlane plains, between the dwarves, the elves, the This is actually one of the least likely places to find a catfolk in
It's
the
true,
entire
but-
continent.
But our entire journey has been
Has
like
been
2
catfolk,
weeks.
yes.
Yeah,
No, but it's no. It's not that we've been around catfolk. Like, it's that our entire journey has been like 2 weeks.
This is
So
true.
it's like, oh, we saw catfolk like 5 days ago.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
Very fair. But yeah, he's a weather-beaten, wizened-looking bloke who for once he's not the kind of bartender who just cleans every glass with a rag. He actually is pouring out like drinks of stout and then leaving them on the side to settle.
Cool.
Yep. What can I get you?
I just inquire about the rooms since yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. I believe you're the party that one of the castle guards came down. They said that they needed to sort out a room for you.
That would be correct.
Alright, yeah, not a problem. It'll be the first room on your left up the stairs.
Sure.
And he'll, reach underneath his
I
counter
asked if
and
you could
pull out a
smoke in
key.
here.
Go right ahead, just, don't dump any ashes directly onto a wooden surface, which is most surfaces. And he'll pull out an ashtray and then slide it over to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you not heard about the smoking ban? Can't smoke inside pubs anymore, dude.
It's true.
Fair. I heard that's a
Man.
tiefling thing.
Yeah. I have to find out the rooms. Like Jin goes to the room. Like, that's where I'm heading.
Okie dokie. It is a rather richly appointed room. It's got a couple of beds. There is an exceptionally tired catfolk rogue behind you who looks excited about the prospect of a bed again.
That's
That's
true.
fair. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep straight away since it was pretty late.
Yep. Before you actually get to sleep, you probably noticed that Reno is doing like a cursory look around the room, checking for traps and a bit. It seems that she's inherited a smidgen of paranoia.
PTSD already.
I grin slightly to myself before like I let her do a thing, and then I go to bed, like kind of
Do
thing.
we all have like our own little cabin?
There are 2 rooms, I believe, a couple of beds per room.
Right.
Yes. She looks around and doesn't find any traps, or at least nothing immediately evil
Nope.
or menacing or any of that stuff. She checks
No
that the windows are locked.
No punji pits under the beds then.
Yep, no, what is it, the blend threshers. They don't, like, she doesn't, if you stare, she will check under the carpet just to make sure there's no blend thresher underneath it.
There's no bullets.
No you don't have to roll 1d4 boulettes.
God, the blend thresher just
1d4 bullets.
I don't know. That trap still
Four
just makes
bullets. Fucking can't even fit in the room.
could be small.
That's true.
Babby bullets.
Babby.
1d4 shrink self bullets. They're actually very dangerous.
Well, I'm probably also gonna head up to one of the beds.
Yep, sure. There is another room. He'll pass you on a key. It looks like there is space for the rest of your party to sort of gather up. By this point, your cart's been pulled into a little cover, and Fusa's handled sort of getting everyone all settled.
Cool.
She's very, very careful to like throw a tarp over the dead guy in the back of the cart.
Sure.
Just has a weird awkward bump where the tree is.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. That's not a problem.
Morning wood.
He doesn't really smell.
He doesn't. He was kept in stasis.
Yeah, he was, but he's been out of status for like 24 hours now, and he's still a dead body.
Yeah, in the cold and the snow with a tree trying to revive him. You actually, I don't believe he will have done any decomposing, quote unquote. Maybe he'll be a bit stiff when he wakes up.
No, that joke doesn't make any sense because he won't be anymore.
He'll have wood.
All right.
No, he'll have less wood because the tree will fall out to resurrect him.
Yeah. Okay, spoil my fun, why don't you?
Yeah, we will.
It was a bad it was a bad joke.
Yeah. Okay, so what is it that Munakoi would like to do in the evening?
So, it's probably not the best thing to do in the evening, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
So, I want to go and look for somewhere that sells animals of the hippogriff variety.
Oh my god!
You want to
Don't
find-
trying to get to flying mount.
You wanna try and score a
He's
flying
played
mount.
too much WoW.
Give me.
I actually can't fly in WoW. The air's different or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
well,
looking out for like a guy stood next to two hippogriffs that are like sat down, and also there's a flag.
Yeah.
You can
I'll
buy
get you two other-
eggs
There's
for
like a huge
200
text
gold.
above it that says Flight Master.
Yeah, you can buy hippogriff eggs. Let's see here. Can you give me first of all the D4 of fate to find a place?
Sure.
You're not going to be able to tonight, but if you ask around, you might find someone who does it. There's no like when you're going down the streets, no obvious like magical stables kind of thing. hanging out
Griffin
there.
Master.
Yeah.
They're not magical. They're perfectly mundane flying horse hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess what? They didn't happen because a horse and a hawk fucked. They happened because magic.
I'm pretty sure they just exist in the world. I don't think they are magical, but yeah, that's fine.
It's a fantasy creature.
Yeah, this is the kind of place you might be able to get a boulette mount, which is not recommended, frankly, because the moment that it dives into the ground, it leaves you behind. Or or even worse, it doesn't leave you behind, and you're pounded through the dirt.
You would just have to put like Earth Surf or something like that. Earth Walker or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'll just get like a shield. Have a
What, like snowplow your way through the dirt itself?
Yeah, exactly.
If
Like
you
a-
had feats for tower shields, maybe I'd consider that kind of madness, because it's that kind of pro-thinking madness that I appreciate.
All right, I'll take the feet.
For tower shields, so that you can earth rush the boulette.
Yeah.
Seems like a
Actually, gonna do
long-winded choice there, but you know,
Okay, I do also want to try and find a bigger cart
a bigger cart.
and some things to pull it.
Okay.
What are you trying to say about my cart size, Greg?
Nothing.
We have a lot of bag of holdings. We don't.
Yeah, but we keep picking up passengers all the time.
That's true.
So are you actually, as
keep
opposed to a cart,
resting.
looking for like a wagon instead? So you know people
No,
can
I want
be
a
in
cart
it.
so I can carry shit as well. Not literal shit.
I wouldn't know.
People, you mean?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, so the reality is, you have the means between you all to carry a shit ton of stuff magically, but yeah, whatever. There
Yeah, but not in
is-
boxes.
There is a travel stables, yes.
For effect.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously closed. Like there is a light in the window of it for emergency traveler
That's fine.
needs, but
I was expecting it to be
yeah,
closed.
yeah, it's not operating at peak efficiency right now. And I think calling someone in at midnight for something that could have waited for the morning will probably not get you a very good deal. But okay, yeah. So you're able to locate that as well.
Then I'll just like go and find somewhere nice.
Oh, there are no shortage of like just nice places to sleep. If anything, it's that a lot of the nice outdoor places to sleep have been taken by random sylph. Like you find them sleeping in the trees and all sorts. They
That's
seem
fine.
untroubled by the actual, by the elements themselves. Go figure.
I'll just, I'll keep looking. I'm not in any rush. We're in a city. Nothing bad is going to happen, right? In the morning. We'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it takes a little bit of looking for a patch that's more to your taste as opposed to up a random tree, but you could rustle down with your animal companions of all shapes and sizes. Your owl will go off hunting after successfully succeeding at following that guy. He's now like, all right, mice and bitches. That's what he's after.
Right. Yeah.
And he'll go off hunting for mice and bitches.
Seems good.
All right. Morning will come about. It is miserably cold, and it seems like it snowed overnight. Munakoi, how did you actually sleep outside?
The usual. I mean, without a fire, but that's fine because, like, well, I probably didn't start a fire in the middle of a city.
Yeah, no, that's generally considered poor
But
form.
I've got all sorts of cold weather gear and shit, so it's fine.
That's fine. I mean, still give me a fort save because you slept outdoors in the snow without a fire or any of that shit.
Been doing that the whole time.
I should probably have been challenging you more on this.
I have like cold whatever.
You have the sniffles.
Sure.
You have to go to your cleric friend and be like, I got sick. It snowed while I was sleeping. With a snuffy nose.
Nothing knows.
He's got this tough node.
Cast spells on myself.
Oh yeah, you can just restore yourself.
Restoration.
Just burn the day's cast of restoration because you got a cold.
Fucking cold.
Fucking I'd do the same. Getting a cold sucks.
Mend some light wounds.
Yep. You appropriately heal yourself back up to condition, but yeah, you wake up like It's not like sleeping out in the plains. It's slushy and gross out. But for once, when you look up, you don't see constant, thick, like grey clouds of moving poor weather. It seems that some kind of work must be being done now to, stop the heavens from trying to fuck up everything. Like the ground is sodden. It probably shouldn't be quite so wet as it currently is. And then back to El Taverno. Jen, you're probably the first one to wake up. Your companion is basically unconscious in another bed.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Probably wait till other people get up because what I want to do is noisy.
All right.
What, not breakfast?
Blow up the pub.
Yeah, no, set explosive. No, I have some copper that I want to work into shell casings.
Oh.
That's literally pretty much what I'm going to be spending my time here doing because I have literally nothing else to do.
Okay, sure. Alright then, you're able to sort of wait until more people are awake and it's more respectful for you to be banging around at copper. Do you go down, feed yourself, all that shit?
Yeah, go downstairs, have breakfast, and then head back up and just start working on the smithing, like getting used to making bullets, because obviously it's not necessarily a refined craft right now. And yeah, I just spend my time doing that, like working that on. Finally got a bit of downtime to work on my side project, I guess.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're able to build up some shell casings then. That's not an issue. Do you know how many you make off the bat, or is this going to be based on a roll?
But I have 2 pounds of copper, which makes 200 bullets.
Okay, let's see here. You have like the necessary kits and stuff all folded away.
Yeah,
and all
I have
that
all the
shit.
stuff.
Okay then, roll me 1d 150 plus 50.
1d50. Oh no, 150. 1d
right,
150 plus 50. 61.
Alright, it's slow going, so you've not really tried bashing out your own jackets before. But, you know, you make it... Okay, I guess you have then. Fair enough. It was slow going for whatever fucking reason.
It was. No, that's fine. It's just I actually have made my own bullets. We did that.
That's right, yeah, you did.
That's the thing we did.
Jackets and all, yeah. It takes a bit of doing, but you do get some nice jackets worked together. You've still got plenty of copper left over to work with.
I have 68 bullets.
Sweet.
Great. That's really audible, by the way.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Let me just unmute myself then.
Yeah, and that's me, pretty much.
Excellent. Okay, Chen, you wanted to go look into the, like, Works Guild, right?
Sure. I wanted to know what they're about, what kind of guild it is.
Okay, sure. It
How
is...
how friendly they are.
Okay, yeah, not a problem at all. When you go down to a building, if you think that the tavern was really, really big, this one is... It's definitely a smaller building. Outside is a helps wanted board. It's hooded to protect it from the weather, but you can make out a large number of jobs all posted at various times. Some look a little bit weathered at the edges. The building itself is like a thing. I'm so terrible at, like, actually just size scales. It's probably like a 10 by 12 meter building. No, like one floor, very short and squat, but it looks homely and wooden, and there is an elegant sign that is called Guilds Helping.
Guild?
Yep.
What was it called?
Guilds Helping. I've typed it out.
Guilds helping. Alright. What kind of jobs do they have?
There are a number of, like, particularly mundane ones, like helping out around the city itself. There's one that's a number of travelers who are looking for guards on their way into the deeper Kitsune lands. And then there's also one of a report for missing persons probably stands out to you. It seems that a number of people have started going missing in one of the sort of, I'm best to put, like a housing area for Sylph that don't, like, sleep and live outside. Some of the more acclimated Sylph is a good way to put it, I think. Like the kind that will actually act more like the rest of this land's common humanoids, and they'll travel and go out places and do shit.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Usually the Sylph don't leave their town and don't really give a fuck about anything. They'll just float around having a wonderful time and being artistic. There are, however, Sylph that break that mold. They're the kind that go out and be adventurers or traders or merchants and that kind of shit. And they have their own housing place because they're kind of used to those amenities now, as opposed to just sleep in a tree. They have worldly possessions.
AJ Ebram.
Yeah, like in Ebram's case, he's a Gathlane elf, but he actually, he owned things and travelled and did shit. Like, these are the kind of Sylph that do the exact same thing. So they actually have homes and living places as opposed to just pick a tree and sleep in it tonight. Right. And a number of Sylph from around there have gone missing.
Basically, a Sylph shantytown. Probably better quality than shantytown, but yeah.
Yeah, the Sylph ghetto is a pretty fucking nice ghetto.
Is there any details on this?
It's inquiries within, so you'll have to talk to someone for proper details.
I will step inside this house because I want to also find out who these, like, what kind of guild it is.
Okay then. When you get inside, there are 2 tables, a number of chairs scattered around them. One of the tables is just fucking covered with maps. Like, it is just maps everywhere. There is a desk at the back, or I suppose a counter at the back, like you would have at just a shop or something. And there is someone who is sat in a rather plush chair just behind the counter reading from a book. It is toasty and warm in here, again with another false fireplace, and he'll look up from his book and go, "Well, hello there, traveller. How can I help you?"
I like look around the place. Is it like completely empty?
It looks like it's been used recently, but there's no one but the owner here, and he would be a Gathleen actually.
Okay.
Sat in a plush chair reading a something, possibly the equivalent of a newspaper.
It's like what you had described. It sounds like this is like a pretty big lobby room. It's like just me here.
Yeah, right now it is. It's probably more regularly occupied. Further back in this building is like a bed and stuff. But I mean, the whole building is only 10 by 12 meters. That's not a massive fucking place. It's like a couple of desks. There's a table and probably a living space hidden behind there, like supplies and shit like that.
Yeah.
As for a waiting area, there is not a large one.
Cool. Yeah, I asked what this place is.
Well, my name is Mr. Guilds, and this is my establishment. It's kind of an adventurer's, take on odd jobs kind of business. I don't know if it's of an interest to you there, traveler.
I always wanted to be like Chen just goes like, you know about odd jobs? The fuck?
Yeah, the Gathleen,
meta
the
shit.
Gathleen's got like a shaved head and one eye. No.
No. What's odd job? Shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, this Gathleen will look up at you. He gives you a rather warm and cheery smile. It's like, is there something in particular you're looking for help with, or looking to help with?
There was a job outside on the board that caught my eye, and I wanted to ask more details about it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Please grab a seat, and he'll float up from behind the counter, and he'll grab one of the chairs by the desk, and invite you to sit down with him.
Cool. Let's sit down with him.
Yeah. He pulls out a flagon, which is pretty big in his hands. To you, it'd be like a small-sized drink. He'll take a mouthful from it and place it down on the side. Okay then. Which job was it specifically? Missing persons.
Missing people from some living area here in Griffra.
Yes, the Sylph Quarters, of course. Yes, that job it's an odd one. Usually, I guess a lot of people don't put a lot of stock in it. The Sylph tend to go and do as they please, but a number of maybe family members or friends have become alarmed that no one's gotten in contact with them before they disappeared. This must have been over the past couple weeks or so, maybe. A
Have they
few of them
headed
have
out?
gone missing.
Have they headed out of town since, like, when they were last seen, or did they just disappear? No witnesses, nothing like that.
Well, there might be some witnesses
No
if you ask.
witnesses.
Yeah, there might be some witnesses if you ask around the area. Guards haven't seen them leaving the town, like, cursory inspections. I did a little asking around myself. A lot of our adventurers have been recently snapped up in some business up north, so we're a little bit light on hands right now.
If you would direct me to this area, I'd be glad to help.
Right, that sounds lovely. Here, and he'll just float over to the other desk where the one that's just covered in maps, and he'll pick one up. It looks like it's a town map of Greffera.
Can I just by skimming through all these maps, can I see what the maps are like? What the maps are of?
Can you do for me? Have you got any knowledge related to like cities, geography, any of that shit?
Ha! That's a good joke right there.
Well,
No,
you have a staff that will allow you to do it.
Hi, I'm a person you have in your body.
You're busy mashing bullets together. No, you literally have an object that lets you do knowledge
I know,
checks.
but he could actually come and ask me.
Yeah, I could just.
I don't have
Sure.
city stuff, but I have knowledge of things.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know my staff allowed me to do knowledge checks that I didn't have.
What are we doing? Knowledge geography. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
But you don't even know where I am. I just walked.
Yeah, I don't know where you are.
Give me a raw intelligence check. I mean, it looks like very detailed and complicated maps. There are a couple of, like, overall the whole land itself. And then there are a few major city maps. There's one that you recognize as being Rasaith. It's quite a neatly well-appointed one. You can see clearly marked out where the Guildmeath's, the homestead, is located.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. But otherwise, I mean, they don't particularly stand out to you, and he'll float back over with a small map of Greffer, and it's like, you can hang on to that one if you want.
Sure. Thank you.
No, thank you if you're willing to look into this matter. If it turns out they aren't missing, then regardless, that's still a load off of people's minds, I'm sure. Yeah,
Of course.
He'll return to his perch behind the counter, shuffle into his comfy chair, and point out that there is a reward on it. It would appear to be 300 gold for their return, plus more if there were particularly dangerous dangers involved.
So it doesn't come to that. I hope it comes to that.
Fireball! Oh no! Wrong city fireball!
Oh no!
Don't do
I'm
fireball
going to
here.
fight. Oh, I wish this never would have happened. Fireball, fireball, fireball.
The whole say just burns to the ground.
Chen is like, oh, I'm so sorry. And inside, like, yes, burn everything to the ground.
At last, new
I
flesh.
thought we got rid of that evil book version of you.
Yeah, no,
It is never gone.
yeah.
It's never gone.
There
It's
is no Chen, only Zool.
Nerzul. God. Alright. Yeah. I head off to this district.
Yep, excellent. And we will quickly cut away to the others. Jin's doing bullets. Munakoi.
Okay. So I want to go back to that old stable place.
Yep, not a problem.
Starters.
It's now actually opened up. Like in the distance, you can see some travelers with a cart and a wagon, like heading away from the city, probably with like fresh feed and stuff.
Good. I will.
There-
Is it an actual building? Yeah?
It is. It's a building with an attached stables and then an attached small warehouse.
Then I shall go inside.
Excellent. Also, the
So where's
stables
the
now
first?
are open, and you can see a variety of animals in there.
What sort
Forward!
of shit we got? Anything interesting?
Let's have a quick look here. Would you like to do the D4 of Fate for me, please?
Sure, I'd like D4s of fate. Bam.
Yes, there's going to be something more interesting than just base animals, so give me a moment.
The bullet. They're those devil rabbits that we fought in level 1.
Yeah, they're just like, but you know when you have the pet shop cage where you can just sort of reach in and pet them, it's like the petting zoo cage for these things.
But in the windows for where you're supposed to be able to pet them from, they're taped over.
Ooh, better tick down the counters on how long these things are taking. Nice.
Yep. Let's see here.
Why do we have cow pelts?
Why do you have what? Sorry.
We've got 2 cow pelts.
I blame you because it was probably your
It
fault.
was probably
Yeah.
your fault.
We got cow pelts at some point.
Thanks. Right.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
There we go.
Giving
What do you want to
me-
know? We got the cow pelts.
Great. Good to know. Okay then.
What more do you need
There
to know?
are a couple of riding lizards.
Ooh, lizards.
Yep. More specifically, I believe they're the gecko variety.
Hey.
And there are also some pulling hounds, which are essentially just really, really, really big fucking dogs.
Oh fuck yeah!
How big? Are they like horse size?
They look like
Just shy of horse size. They probably make up for it, and like they don't have as long legs because they have the
Power.
proportions of a
Do
dog.
they look like huskies.
I will say that they probably look somewhere between husky and German shepherd. Like they have that. They've got some beefiness to them.
Dope.
Yep.
Mm.
I believe these ones would be snow colored. So yeah,
Snow-coloured.
there are pulling dogs with like white grey fur. There are a few riding geckos. Yes, there you go. Those are the ones that stand out. Otherwise, they've got horses. They've probably got a camel or two for taking further south toward the Nomad Lands.
Sure. Okay, that's cool. Right. So, yeah, I'll approach a man slash woman.
Yep, like just walking into the main building, everything smells like animals' feed, like that sawdusty
Wonderful.
smell. Yep,
Good smell.
yep, strong smell. Strong smell.
Strong smell.
Yep, there would be... let's think here. Actually, yes, there will be a sylph owning this building. They are dressed in, like, typical riding leathers as opposed to the veily, airy clothes that most of them seem to wear, with a fancy little cap on. And I say they because I don't think they all come with an assigned gender to them. They just have a very androgynous appearance to it. So the sylph in question will nod and doff a riding cap at you. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a large cart and some animals to pull it.
Well, you've come to the right place. What kind of size are you looking for? Because there are plenty of
Really
large
big.
carts out there. Really
What's
big.
the biggest you've? That one.
The biggest one we've got, huh? Okay then. Why don't you come along with me then, and I'll show you some of our more fancier selections. And
Okay, good.
Sylph will like walk through a doorway that leads into their warehouse. And you can see inside there that this place just smells exclusively of all the sawdust. You can see some crates with like riding bridles and tack and all of that gear like on the side. And then you can see there are a number of carts lined up, sort of like a long garage, I suppose. There are some ones of the original size that you guys have been walking around with. There are carriages, and then they just seem to go in increasing sizes until you see one that looks pretty fucking mage punky, is a good way to describe it. Laid out across the back of it is like a double wide like cart space, but then in the front is like a housing carriage. So essentially, it's both of them going for it. It's all got the like purely warped wood as opposed to it looks like it's been put together out of planks. It's almost like someone grew this cart and then crammed some wheels onto it.
Sure.
The wheels themselves are broad and they look like they've got some grip built into them. But otherwise, it's very, very pretty, very artsy, dark-coloured woods.
Sweet.
In order to pull it, it will take... 2 beasts will pull it, but 4 will pull it at a really good pace.
What pace is the donkey pulling the current cart at?
Donkey speed.
Is that a decent pace or a really good pace? Would you?
I think it's a decent pace as long as it's not being utterly weighed down. 1 second while I look up the land speed of a mule.
Basically, what I'm saying is 2 animals going to pull at donkey speed or is 4? It's basically.
Oh, 2 animals will pull it at donkey speed.
Sure, because I don't think those 2 are going to want to get rid of their old faithful donkey, bro. Really need to.
Yeah, let's see here. Donkey
How much
slash.
the horses cost? Oh, not much.
Yeah. They're pretty good, safe prices.
Back in ye old days, the 300 gold I had to spend on a heavy combat trained horse was a lot. Now,
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
75 for a light horse doesn't seem like much.
It's not a big issue to you. Hell, you could get very useful animals instead of just base ass horses. It's mage punk, fucking spread them wings.
Should go out in the wilderness and just find a griffin and be like, "Be my fucking flying mount." Tame beast.
Are the like pulling dogs better?
Yes, in that they have the same travel speeds as a horse, but they can generally do different, like, lands, I suppose. They don't have as long, like, a constant speed, so, you can push a horse through the night, but a dog will stop when it's had enough being pushed. But they can, they deal better with terrain. Yeah, I was going to say, you're also a ranger, so this is, a hunter, so it's probably not an issue. They are generally better on terrain, but they will take a lot of work if you want to push them to actually, like, really go the extra mile.
This is, like, a really good all-terrain cart as well.
It is.
Sure.
You could even ask for some wheel chains for the snow.
How much are the doges?
The Doges themselves, let's see here, riding dog.
Riding dog is
They are 400 apiece. And they come trained, and they will not spook. They are able to be combat trained,
Oh, okay,
but they are
got
at
it.
least like not spookable.
Sure. How much is the cart? Found it.
Find typical like cart prices and then crank it up a smidge for it being Mage Punk as fucking really big.
Trade goods and people.
Let's see here. Land vehicles.
Wagon heavy is 100.
Alright then, I'll say this is probably 150.
Sure, so that's like 950. 1,000. Let's say 1,000 because he's.
Yeah, I'll say for 1,000 he'll also throw in like the tax, the bridles, and all that shit, and some extra like weather stuff.
That sounds good. $1,000 weather. There it is. God, I have too many windows open.
Help all the windows. Yeah, you the sylph looks amazed when you're like, fuck yeah, I'll take it, and 2 of those dogs. It's like, very well then. Excellent. Please.
I'm like, let me just rifle through. Oh, I pulled out 2,000 gold. Let me just count out the
The sylph is content to watch you count money, as long as you're obviously counting out a sweet stack of thou. As for feed, the dogs require meat feed as opposed to grain feed, as you would expect.
More feed. Feed is not that.
Yeah.
And I'll store it in an extra dimensional space so it doesn't rot.
So it doesn't go bad, yeah. when you say it's like, so the sylph was like, the only issue tends to be with them is, you know, keeping their feed safely stored.
It's fine.
Alright, as you
I'll
say
live.
so.
Now, these are wonderful, but I was wondering if you knew of anyone that sold more special animals.
More special than my animals? Why,
Yes.
that's almost insulting. What in particular were you looking for?
Flying ones.
To ride or to train?
Yes. Either.
Why not both?
Yes.
Okay,
Flying.
very well. I don't really want to give you a competitor's details, but you've done me a good deal here. Alright then.
I already bought yours.
Yeah. It's like, but all things considered, you've done me. You've done me well. Yeah.
They're not really competing.
Yeah, no. In this case, yeah. Especially it's like usually they're a competitor, but in this case that doesn't apply. I need the special animals. Special how? The ones that come with the trunks. How good are these mules for being, you know, mules? Yeah, okay. He'll point you to another location. It's on the far end of town. It's actually close to the Sylph Shanty.
Sure.
Yeah. It seems that there is something along the lines of an emporium. There is an arcanist somewhere nearby, and they happen to need the employment of magical animals, or the farming of them in some cases. Sometimes you don't want to know how the hamburger is made, let's put it that way.
Wow, sure.
So it would be directed there.
Alright.
Alright, jumping into Jin, you've done some jacket making. Reno asks if she's free to go and hunt out any Thieves Guild contacts, see if she can get a little bit more training under her belt.
Yeah, absolutely. That's no problem.
Sweet.
She needs to be able to actually hit anything ever.
Unless it's a sneak attack, in which case they have no chance against her, but yeah, alright. So.
No, I'm pretty sure she still missed those.
Alright. Maybe.
She was totally useless.
She has like a +3 to hit or something. Like it's just not happening.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here.
But yeah, that's fine. She can go and train. That's perfectly fine.
Sweet. Yeah, right now she's a level 4 NPC, so she needs to spend quite a bit. It is... Jesus.
I think she has her own set of money.
She does
right?
have her own money. I'm just checking how much that money is. Alright.
Because I know Greg's been setting money aside every time we've gotten loot.
Yeah, she has, according to this, 53 platinum and 447 gold. Do you remember how much her cut will have been last time? Because I'm sure she should have a little bit more than that.
Don't know that there really was much.
Well, our last fight we didn't get anything because it was the
We've
fight
not
in the
had
tower.
any for like 3 or so sessions. Cause
But I don't think her cut was recorded when she got money when you sold that shit ton of Masterwork stuff.
it was recorded, whether you recorded it or not. I don't know. I wrote it down.
Alright, fuck it. I'll just say that she probably had like 300 or so out of that. Alright then. Yep. She's gonna go off and chat with some people. Coincidentally, one of the Thieves Guild people there don't just they don't recognize Reno, but they recognize Fusa for some weird fucking reason. And she'll bring that up like later in the evening. For some reason, the Thieves Guild know Fusa. She's like a friend of theirs, apparently.
Like friend or friend?
Hard to say. Apparently, she did him a solid, scoring a bunch of drugs.
Seems fine. Seems like good old Fusa.
I don't even know if Fusa told us about that.
She might have brought up that she helped. In fact, yeah, you would have seen her come back with a bunch of like caravans at one point of missing stuff. That she left it to the head of the Thieves Guild to be the one to go and reassign that wealth. You can probably assume that not all the wealth got reassigned, including the reason the Thieves Guild wanted it is because it was carrying an illegal load of drugs, like in an underhatch.
Fair.
So yeah, she's like, apparently, because I'm friends with her, I got a pretty good rate, as long as she helps them out again in the future. Whether she knows that she is or not, I guess.
I would go with the doesn't know part of it more.
Yeah, she doesn't really seem to get the whole disingenuous thing.
No, but I think when she does realize the thing, that person will get a sword to the face.
God, I hope not. The Thieves Guild reach really deep.
It's not a might, it's a definite. I almost guarantee it. So we better just hope that she doesn't find out.
Agreed. And yeah, she will go off for lessons. I'll take a bunch of those off. How many can she get done? She gets, like, in the first day, nearly all of the sessions required to level up.
Cool.
Let's see here. Yeah, she says that she looks exhausted when she does come back at night, but she'll just, curl up, finish up in the morning, and then she'll be all ready and good to go. Like, you can see there are bandages, like, all across the tips of her fingers right now.
The fuck kind of training they've been doing? To just make him read that all is the training.
Oh, I don't know why, but the sound quality suddenly shit itself.
It's you sound like shit.
Everyone
sounds
robot.
like a robot.
Everyone sounds fine to me apart from Dan.
I mean, to be fair, no one else has said anything.
Literally everyone's robo for me.
Ronith sounds fine. Greg sounds a bit robo.
Ronith also sounds fine to me, funnily enough.
Everyone should sound better now. I changed our server.
Sweet. Good times.
Yeah, there we go. Everyone sounds
Yeah,
good
it's
now.
better. It's Amsterdam now.
Yeah, it's we're now in Amsterdam, guys.
Sweet. Get high.
Yep.
This isn't Kansas anymore.
Do you ask her what her training was?
Sure, why not? No, I make it off. And it's like I look at like the tips of her fingers on mine. So I'm like, so knife game popular where you train?
I mean, there's
2 levels in anti-paladin.
yeah. She needs to cut her fingers to get blood on the blade to kill people with. No, she says that there is some combat training involved, and a lot of that is fighting dirty, which turns out that means try and fucking, take off someone's fingers. Luckily it was being done with, like, blunt tools, so she didn't actually lose her fingers. And then after that, there's, like, practicing on locks and traps and shit like that, and they can cut up your fingers pretty badly.
Now that I understand, the fighting dirty thing though didn't kind of shake her head. It's just like, no. Seems to me there'd be much more efficient ways of fighting dirty that involve hitting things larger than fingers.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely did all of that. And she would, like, lift up her shirt, and then you just see there's a huge bandage wrapped around her ribs.
It's just, I don't know, the fingers seem odd. It's just like, what happened to the classics? Dirt in the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do that one so much in sparring because you kind of need the person you're doing lessons with to not be blind and totally useless.
Seems like soft training to me.
It would be more expensive if I let them do that, but then I'd need to, like, pay a healer at the end of every day because of the incredible pain involved. And the blindings.
Such blindings.
Yeah, she does, like, show you that she has a pocket of pocket sand.
Fair. Okay. I go back to smashing bullets.
Yep.
Casings.
Yeah, she says she'd offer to help, but wiggles the bandaged fingers. And then we'll just smoke in the corner before she sleeps.
Fair.
Yep. Presumably you don't spend the entire day building the bullets and take a break at some point. Is there anything in particular that you do, or is it just, explore, travel?
No, honestly, Jen just accepts, likes having time alone because with the travels, we just haven't had any, like, obviously when you're traveling in a group like this across the land, even when we've stopped at towns and stuff, it's like very much been a group thing all the time.
Fair.
And it's just nice to have some time alone.
Okay then. How many bullets did you have last time? 61, so... I can't maths right now. Alright, roll me 1d89 plus 50.
1d89 plus 50. 76.
Alright then, 76 more bullets are done this time then, since you just leave yourself to it.
Cool.
What are the most recent things that you've put in your, your monster hunting notebook? Because I might let you do a review on those if that's the thing that you do.
It'll be whatever the last thing we fought was.
I guess it would be demons.
Yeah, demons, and then the thing. What was it called again? The cat thing.
Rakshasa.
Yes, Rakshasa. Excellent. Okay.
Rakshasa.
Going through it, you've probably got some books here and
Mufasa.
there as well that help with that shit. If you want to give me a knowledge check, we'll see if I can run up any correlations between Rakshasa and demons in particular.
I'll do that in a second. I'm doing maths right now.
Okay.
76 adds 68.
61.
What?
You did 61 last time.
Yeah,
wait.
but I have 68.
Oh, okay. You have 144 bullets now.
Cool.
Yeah.
144.
I love that you could just be like, I'm gonna roll maths in this.
Sure. What did you want? A planes check?
Yes, knowledge planes.
I mean, they're all +7. I did real good.
Nah. Yeah, you don't have any, extended writing besides the stuff that you yourself have done. You suspect you'll need to actually go to a specialist if you want to try and gather more information to use later.
Fair.
Okie dokie. Give me a sec, taking a drink. That's good mojito.
Mojito.
Mojito! You have to do /R still.
Yeah, you gotta roll those dice. Come on, Josh. You can't just.
You gotta
do
roll,
math.
yeah, you have to roll maths. It's very strange. Okay then, Chen. The shanty. Well,
Yes.
again, I say shanty, but it's more the typically wood-grown buildings that are all beautiful and pretty and artistic.
It's a housing estate.
It's more normal
Yeah,
houses
housing estate.
rather than trees.
Yes, yeah, these ones are less treehouse and more... They are
It's like-
living spaces.
It's like a council block in London. Just don't get mugged.
Yeah, don't get you got to look out for the Sylph Massive. Okay, they're the big
Also,
deal.
gotta look out for the pitch black glowing teeth space dogs.
Yeah,
Well,
they're very nice.
they were closer to like monkeys than dogs, really. Kind of both, I guess.
Monkey dogs.
You got to look out for
Yeah.
the Gru.
I have
Them too.
I have a bird lookout on my hat. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. He'll make sure you don't get mugged by vicious Utes.
Youths. Look out for the youths.
Gotta hold on to my wallet.
All right. It probably takes a little bit of asking around to be like, does anyone know anything about people going missing? People are kind of reluctant to talk about that sort of thing. But you are eventually directed to the house of someone whose let's have a look here. Their husband went missing.
Right.
When you go up and knock at the door, a female half-elf answers the door. Hello there, how can I help you?
Oh shit, son. Twist is it's Ebram's mom.
That'd be so fucked up. All right.
Yeah, but that means that the dad was the Gathlane. That Gathlane got snoo-snooed.
Bye.
I mean, And I don't want to think about it the other way.
Yeah, I mean the other way is yeah.
They both have issues.
They-
Let's
yeah.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got like very tired eyes. Doesn't look like she slept recently. And elves don't really need a shit ton of sleep, even half elves. So, you're looking at someone who's slightly more distraught than usual.
What was she again?
Half elf, and the
Half
other
elf,
half
right.
would be catfolk because that's the standard half for people.
So anime.
Well, she's elven, but you can actually see like there's like a hint of fluff along her ears and that kind of stuff,
Alright.
like feline.
Cat ears.
Feline. She
I
hasn't
was
got
like-
cat ears.
tail.
I was trying to like.
No, I was literally just thinking of an elf. Like, looks exactly like an elf, but has whiskers. Like, that's it.
Whiskers. Probably not whiskers in
Neko.
this one neither. Like they have the slitted eyes, they have the slightly long
Has
nails.
the equals 3 phase.
Yeah.
Actually oriented that way as well.
Yes.
Really
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that's the side. Oh god, that's terrifying.
Wow, guys.
Yeah. So she'll look up at you and say, "Hi there. Can I help you?"
Hello. I have been actually, what was the name of that guild that I was with?
Come on, it was like 20 minutes ago.
Guild helps.
Yeah,
Guild's helping.
Was that really the name of the guild?
Yeah,
It's
the owner was
terrible
the
name.
owner was Mr. Guild, so it was a pun.
Guilds helping. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I've received word that there's some people missing from these parts of town, and I've been sent to investigate.
Oh, thank
if
goodness that
you
someone
can
has
find these
come.
people.
Yes, my husband is one of the people who have gone missing. There was no reason for him to go.
I hope you don't mind if you could fill me in on some details, if
Um,
you have time.
I have all the time in the world. Please come in. And she'll invite you
Sure.
into her home. It is a nice home. It's probably hard to tell at a glance exactly what the sylph or the elf do for a living, but there's like art across the walls, and there's some cupboards and all that kind of shit. You'd have to go rifling through to know their lives, I suppose. But they obviously live quite well.
I do the Skyrim thing.
Yeah, you just run up immediately.
It's like,
to,
yeah,
you
run up.
crouch around a desk so she loses sight of you, so you can loot
No,
her shit.
no. You do the thing. No, you do the thing where you pick a pot up, turn it upside down, and put it on the head, and then you don't even have to crouch.
Yeah,
Walk
just
around.
run around, just go like lockbox. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Incidentally, that actually works.
Yeah, I
She
know.
does.
It's pretty fantastic.
Skyrim.
I don't know why you put this breadbasket on my head, stranger. Yeah, she'll look up at you and
Stop right there. You violated the law. Sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
she'll mix up a couple of cups of tea and be like, "Okay then, well, he went missing a week ago. We went to sleep, and then the next day he just wasn't there. It's like he'd up and vanished. I asked
What,
around, but no
you
one
woke up and
and he wasn't there.
the window? Is there a window somewhere?
And she indicates that there is a not so much a glass window, but it's a shuttered window at least.
I just imagine Chen's just like, maybe he fell out of the window.
He's just been there
He
the whole
fell out.
time.
Turns out that Shen is actually just a dog shit investigator, but he's trying real hard.
Dude, well, no. What's gonna happen is that I go to the room, I go up to the window, open the window, look down. There he is. I'm like, I knew it.
And then he goes, "Shh, I'll pay you double.
Yeah, I'm hiding from my wife, and it's like, Jesus.
I lost the wedding ring, and she'll kill me if she finds out." No.
Oh shit! I should have smoked. I should have brought the pipe.
And you have the pipe. She's pouring
I
tea.
have the
You
pipe,
could certainly
but
light
I
up
don't
the
have.
pipe.
I don't have a Watson.
Ah, right.
Right.
You've got your bird,
You
and I
could've-
don't think you have ever named the bird.
It's true. Also, you could have asked
Kaji.
anyone.
It's
It's
fucking
Kaji.
Kaji.
Kaji the bed.
You could have asked any one of us to come with you.
That's
You
true.
didn't though. You just left. So it's
Yeah.
your fault you don't have a Watson.
That's true.
Jim would have been a great Watson as well. The straight man to your mind palace.
Honestly, yeah, probably. That's because he's really like dumb and quirky, and Jin's just like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep. Also, you know, Jin's been in wars and stuff. She still carries around that Colt.
Hey man, I code
Elementary.
wars, don't you know?
Oh god. No, no, you're Chuck. Fuck. All right. No, so you need to have like a
I'm not
drink.
Chuck. Fucking crap, can't remember his name. Chuck was in Dead Rising 2.
Oh, who's the other one? Oh, I don't fucking. One of
Frank.
them. Frank.
Frank. Wow.
Chuck is
Interchangeable
the-
and merging.
Please be
No.
Frank when you're
No,
playing
Fra-
in Adventurers Wanted Noir.
I had other ideas, but maybe. Now Frank was an interesting character. He was a dick. Chuck is like super boring. I care about my daughter. That's his only defining characteristic. I hate Chuck. I think he's a really boring character.
And he barely cares about his daughter.
Yeah.
Frankly.
At least Frank was like Chuck's an asshole, but doesn't admit it. Whereas Frank is just an asshole, and he knows it. Like,
What way is he the war report?
yeah,
Yeah,
Frank's
yeah.
the reporter. And
He
Chuck's
covered
in-
wars,
Chuck's
you know.
the-
That
Chuck's the
fucking
sports
game
guy
is
from-
hilarious. I love that game so much.
I'm so happy it's coming to PC in like 7 days.
Oh, that's
I'd be happy, but I don't care.
Yeah, well, fuck you guys.
that'd be a fun one to get shit faced in stream. I think.
I love the first game. I think it's the best one by like far.
Fair. Can't disagree with you. Anyway, yeah. So what are you going to ask her then, Chen? She said that her husband, he was there, and then the next day in the morning when she woke up, he was gone. She thought he'd just gone out or something, but he didn't come back.
Well, of course, I have to ask, if,
Did you have a happy marriage?
No. Can I help you with anything, Wink? No.
How would you like a little bit of angry sex? Chen can do
Where
angry
did
sex.
you-
Yeah,
Very
I
often
see you're in a tough spot. No. Well, first off, is there any obvious signs of him, taking his clothes and just gone somewhere? If you work somewhere clothes, what does he work with, for example?
Oh, he's usually like a merchant guard. He's a magician. None of his equipment's gone from the house though. Like she'll reach into one of the chests and pull out like a fucking thick spellbook and what appears to be a holster of wands.
Okay.
He didn't take this with him, so I don't think he left on like sudden business or anything. Or at the very least, he'd go with the weapons, and she'll pull out, one of the wands and indicate that it's not even been used. This one is still fully charged. So it's,
Right.
She'll push it back into its holster and place it back in the chest. Same again. I mean, none of his travel clothes are missing.
Okay. Can I see where he was last seen? Can you show me exactly?
She just like walks you to a doorway.
Show me
and-
to your bed.
Yeah,
lady.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, show me- I know.
she'll like place down a teacup and walk you to the bedroom door, open it up, and show you. Do you want to have an investigative little toss around of the room?
I would like to make some sort of investigation roll.
Go for it.
I'm not sure if that's a thing. Search?
So
Wait,
just
no, that's not even a thing. It's perception.
Yeah, it's perception in this. It's perception to look for things. Yeah, investigation isn't a thing in Pathfinder. It's literally everything is under perception.
It's a good perception right there. Okay.
Bam.
Then. Let's see here. All right, looking around the room, you can't see that there is anything looks like there's been anything stolen. You do notice something though. There is a window in this room as well, and when you're inspecting along the walls and stuff, there's like a scratch underneath the mantelpiece. It's like something might have maybe dug into it.
Honest to God, thought you were going to say you do notice there is a window though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
window is there. I was like,
There's
I
a
knew
shuttered
it.
window, and you know how there's just the ledge of a window. It looks like there's a scratch on the underneath of it. Maybe something hooked under there, being pulled on.
What? So, what do you mean?
Okay, let's put it this way. If this building were, a couple floors up, you'd hesitate and be like, "That's where a grapple hook dug into this windowsill."
Oh,
Like there's like an obvious like digging mark or something. It looks like something was gouged out trying to cling into it.
how far up is this house?
This house is just one floor tall though.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no upstairs. It's just like all one level.
Maybe it is a grappling hook. Maybe he was kidnapped by fucking borrowers.
He was kidnapped by some really short people.
It was
because
red
they had
caps.
to use a grappling hook to get up.
Never trust a red cap.
Can I see, like, if I look out this window, can I see any obvious tracks? And if not, can I make him more detailed? Like, I want to get out there and like see if there's any
Yeah.
way.
The half elf just watches as your inspections take you towards the window. You notice the little gouge, and do you just like go out through the window?
What? No, I'm not gonna be like, and I'm going out the window.
Damn it!
Yeah.
See, that would have been the fucking Holmes moment of just not paying attention to your surroundings, and be like, all right, and out the window and looking around here.
See, that would be many other characters that I play, but not Jen.
Okay. Yeah, she goes. Is there anything
I'll
there?
go around.
Yeah, the half elf ask if anything is there.
Something might be there.
Oh, okay then. And she goes, would you like me to follow or?
Sure. Why not?
All right, she'll be in tow as you go around outside. Round to the outside. Can you do for me another perception check? This one will be an easier DC because you would know that there's something amiss.
Yeah.
Would you like to spend anything?
Why did you say it was easier?
You're right. I shouldn't have said it.
I don't have any hero points.
Again, you have something. Let's have a look
I
here.
don't have anything, dude. I rolled a 2,
Oh yeah, not for perception. That's
meaning I'm blind.
okay. Yeah, no. For the 12, nothing immediately stands out. There are more of those little gougy marks, though. You can see that there is like, I guess a bit. There was like a nice like flower bush right beneath the windowsill. Very idyllic and pretty, but it appears that some of it is missing or has been yanked out.
Does it like lead anywhere? Like, is it far away from the window or what?
Right beneath the windowsill is a flower bush.
I'm gonna check the ground like around the bush then, seeing if there are any footprints or anything left behind.
All right, made a GM roll for how sneaky, stealthy someone might have been. Yes, there are faint marks. It's hard to tell what direction they're in, but like the grass around here has been pushed down. Luckily, the weather has been a piece of shit recently, so the ground is quite marshy, and they haven't had a chance to like dry or recover the grass around there.
Right.
Maybe a relatively large boot print, which doesn't match up with the size of like Sylph or Arthur. Really, most people in this fucking city, a large boot print doesn't match up with them.
I cast Wall of Fire. That'll solve my.
Burn everything.
You kill her and all the witnesses. No witnesses.
There will be no one left. Oh, I wish I had some sort of tracking ability. I mean, I could do survival, I guess.
Survival is the one to do.
Some sort of tracking ability, like say Monaco or Jin would have.
Yeah. If I can't do this on my own, I will get help.
All right. The footsteps. You lose them and gain them from time to time. Like anytime you go close to a tree where the ground is, it's thinner because there are huge fucking roots around there. You lose the footprints. It will take you like the better part of an hour to follow the trail to this end.
It's a dog. It stops by every tree to mark its territory.
More like just every time it does go near a tree, then the path is obscured and you have to do a little bit of doubling back and trying to figure out, posit angles that they might have traveled at. It does take the better part of an hour to follow it, and you reach another window.
The plot thickens.
It does.
Wait, I reach another window?
Yep, like to the back of someone else's house.
I'm going to
No, it's just a window.
It's just sat
floating
there. Yeah, just a floating window. It's someone's fucking wizard hole.
It doesn't even do
Cool.
that. It's like not even a window that goes somewhere else. It's just a window that you can reach through.
Oh, cool.
It's just floating there.
I'm going to knock on the door and see if there's anyone home.
Yep. Once you've travelled off, by the way, the half elf has sort of left you to it and gone back to doing whatever sad
Yeah,
wife shit sad wives do.
Sure.
Yeah, you knock at the door and there is no answer.
New one. I make sure to wait enough time, seeing if there's someone who might be busy. But if there's absolutely no one even after I wait, I will go back to the window and see if I see something new around there.
Okay then, there is no answer at all while you're waiting. You'll have to go around and inspect the window. The shutter for it is closed but not locked.
Stop giving me evil ideas. I don't have invisibility.
Nope, that would be my territory.
Yeah. Nice hint there, buddy. Yeah, I
I've
think.
been known to be quite good at stealthing.
Oh my god.
Anyway, are you
Meanwhile-
going
meanwhile,
to open the window
Meanwhile,
up?
across town, me and Monica.
Yeah, you know
do
what?
the
I'm just
exact
gonna
same
fucking
quest.
go and be like, hey, you want to with me with both of these guys? Because Jesus fuck.
We're just
No,
taking
no, I'm
a
good. I'm good. I'm
Do
making
your
bullets.
thing.
Yep.
Fine.
Open up. Are you going to open that window? Going to take a peek?
Sure, why not?
Alright then. Perception check, please. Oh, excellent. Okay then.
Alvin, I see.
Alright. When you open up this window, it's a lot more of the same, except there are really, really faint marks. It looks as though someone's nails have, like, dragged across this particular windowsill, like, quite deep. As though someone were, like, holding onto it, trying to gain purchase, as though they were snatched.
Someone was dragged out of it.
Correct. Peeking inside, there are no obvious signs of like a really big fight. Like the bed is unmade. It looks like if someone was hauled out of here, it was probably in the night while they were asleep, or in the morning being lazy and oversleeping. What is this? Incredible owlbear, owlephant.
Yeah. Elephant.
Elephants
I
are
looked
very
at that
sweet.
and was like, oh my god.
Fucking sweet elephants.
So unrelated and okay, I guess.
I wish there were owlephants in that fucking thing. Yeah.
Elephants. Alright. It'll never forget.
They say an elephant never forgets.
So yeah. So it's the same thing. Someone has been like dragged out of a window.
Yes, that would be the indication. Are you going to actually move into the room itself?
Unless I can find any other tracks to start leading like somewhere else, I will. I might consider going inside.
I would say that yes, you do find some tracks. You know what you're looking for this time, and again, it's
Sure.
more like booted feet, quite big ones, and they're headed off towards not so much the town's wall, but away from the center of town.
Okay. Sure, I will go after that.
All right, survival check. We'll see how quick you are.
A what?
Survival, please.
Okay. Let's do the other things first.
Jesus Christ!
Look over there.
I gotta
That's a
fucking
big-
poke its belly.
That's a big one over there. It's really rare.
Yeah, fucking hell. While you're traveling, you do see a rare bird. It's a blue-breasted swallow.
Better drink my piss.
Yep, it's a blue-breasted swallow. Oh, how cute. Anyway, on your journey, you have no trouble following the tracks this time. You just happen to You're used to the patterns that they take. This time there are less trees obscuring prints, and also you pick up a smell.
Okay.
It's kind of like a really like a danky, mossy smell, maybe like a bit mushroomy, perhaps. Which isn't too common considering a lot of this place is like open trees and like flowers and all of that shit. There's very little actual moss on any of the trees. They're all well tended to.
Right.
And as you follow, that smell gets a little bit stronger, and you might have missed it if not for the incredibly high rolls. But there's just this patch of ground that is a little bit more solid than the rest. Like, you know, the ground itself is a little bit marshy from all the rain and the cold and the snow and all that misery, but there is a patch of ground that just seems more solid to you. Not drier, just more solid. Yeah, the ground itself. There is like if you're imagine walking through a field. Surrounded by trees, and then in the middle of the ground there's just like where grass should be like maybe a little bit patted down or tamped by the weather. It is healthy there. It's standing tall and strong. It just appears solid to you.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Where does these take me?
The feet take you close to this patch, and then the feet disappear.
Or they disappear?
Yep.
Like, so it's just like a little smear of brown on the floor.
I suppose you see like there are booted feet for a few moments, and then there's a slightly larger imprint that it's not in the shape of a boot. It's almost circular, and then you can't see any of the prints.
Oh, all right.
Oh my god, he's got a peg leg?
How big is the circular footprint?
Like two boots pressed together, like side by side. If you would suddenly stand on one spot.
God, he
With your feet
turned
pressed
into a
together.
mushroom man. Turned into one of those mushroom men for Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Fuck, he's
there's-
got Falcon
No,
Punch.
he's just got a really big peg leg.
That's true. He could just have a fucking log as a pet.
He's got a pogo stick and he's suddenly using it to get away.
He used wait. I cracked the code.
All right.
He used a pogo stick to go over the wall. Got it. And then slow fall to go down.
Yeah. He'd have to cast. He'd have to boost his athletics a second time so that the fall doesn't kill him.
It's fine. Pogo stick gives a plus to athletics.
It's true. It's true.
I decided this. Okay. So these circular things, they just stop and, or do they keep going?
The prints seem to disappear here. You can't see any more like visible marks.
Where do they disappear? Like, is it just like
On like there's on this like very close to that patch of solid ground. It goes from booted feet to like these two circular prints of you don't know what, and then there are no more marks. They're gone.
Can I check the ground around where the prints stop? That's what I'm interested in.
You may. I can't remember. Do you have anything for like detect magic and all that shit?
I do have basically passively detect magic because that's a level 0. That's a cantrip.
You have to know to cast a detect magic though, but
Fair. I will cast detect magic.
I feel like I sort of dropped the ball there instead of I should have had him just think that himself. Alright. You do detect magic around the area of this solid patch of ground. Otherwise, I mean, it still looks like it should be normal ground. Not a fucking thing wrong with it.
What do I detect?
You detect illusion magic.
Well, that's what I suspected. Can I dispel magic?
You can.
Jen's just walking around and goes, I think there's magic here. More. Aha! Just as I suspected. Illusions.
Yes, dear Watson. And I just look around, there's no Watson. I'm like, oh.
You look at, you're like, yes, Watson, look around, there's no one. And then your bird just kind of goes, just squawks and looks at you weirdly.
Yeah, alright, roll you a dispel magic.
1d20 plus 8. Bam! Fuck, that's pretty bad. DC is equals to 11 plus target spellcaster level.
OP shit.
So if it's
Actually, I think the one who put it there is shit at magic.
good.
Sweet.
Give me a sec.
Nailed it.
Yeah, the one who put that there is shit at magic. When you cast Dispel Magic, the image of, like, solid, perfectly normal, nothing wrong here grass disappears, and you can see that there is some kind of hatch, around the edge of which is like a mossy green substance.
I am going to echo Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Because I need that shit.
And before you just like, fuck, I wish I had a second fireball.
That's fine. I have a wall of fire. It's fine.
Yep, it looks like a hatch made of wood. It's got moss wrapped all around it, and it goes straight down into the ground.
I should probably get a friend.
Really? Are you sure you don't want to handle this completely alone?
Sounds dangerous.
Does
I
it?
mean, I'll probably be fine. It's just
But you
like...
you echoed Dispel Magic, Ronith. You're all set.
You're fine.
But it's more the fact that no one knows where I am.
Ronith goes missing.
Kaji, send help! What's that, Kaji? Ronan fell down a well!
Yeah. Kaji can't really be too far away from me either, because I'll lose all my spells if that happens. So, damn it, I'll just fucking go, man.
Go to get friends or
Hashtag
go in the
YOLO.
Sorry,
YOLO.
was that go in the hole or go get friends?
Go in the hole.
Okay.
Well, Ronith's character, we
He's already he just re-dies again.
he died. We resurrected him. He's gonna die again. This time
At least I died when I was living.
Still know you have a kid. God damn it.
What are your
Kid
knowledge
on the way.
skills?
My knowledge skills are...
Shit.
You're not wrong. Nature, planes, and religion.
Give me a nature check.
I will give you a nature check.
Ronith get really echoey for anyone else? Or am I going slightly mad?
I'm
You're
going to
going
re-roll
slightly
that
mad.
with my staff.
Alrighty.
Just wanted to make sure.
My staff is like fucking... There we go.
Yeah. It's like, no, you've considered
sounds
this
fine to me.
wrong. Yeah, he sounds fine here.
Also, bear it back 1 second.
Sure thing. Alright. When you, like, you know, lift the hatch up, like, this rotten smell assaults you. It doesn't... It's not that you know what it is, but it doesn't smell natural, so to speak. It's like, you know, the danky, mushroomy, nasty, gross, mossy smell, but there is something to it that is... It just doesn't strike you as normal. Doesn't strike you as correct.
I'm going to cast Detect Undead.
You detect undead.
That's very interesting right there. How far away?
What's the range limit on detect undead?
60 feet.
It's within 60 feet.
Interesting. So what's in front of me? A tunnel?
It looks like a hatch down. There's no ladder that you can see. It doesn't seem to go particularly deep down, but the walls of this hatch, like this tube down, are lined with this grossy fungus.
Okay. Well, I'm going to head down.
Alright then. Can you make a fort save for me, please?
I'm good at these ones. Last time I made one of these, I...
Died.
That's great. Am I gonna die, Dan? You might as well tell me now.
No. Well, as you're going down this, like some of that fungusy moss stuff is brushing up against you because you've got to drop down. There's no ladder. It's impossible not to touch at least some of it. And wherever it gets on you, it like feels like it's cloying to you and it stings a little bit, and you feel sickened.
I'm so sick.
Yeah. Why so sick?
I cannot. All I can think of, because I got that crit survival. I'm fucking Bear Grylls. Right now.
Yeah. Right now you need to
Gonna
pee
wind
on
up
pee on
drinking
pee on a
it.
shirt and put it on your head.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I'm stuck down here. I need to drink my own piss.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable.
I need a plastic thing. what's it called?
Plastic what?
Just one of those container, like plastic container water, like containers, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
make a filter out of it.
Of course, not a problem at all. Yeah. So you hit the bottom of the ground and you are sickened.
Bleh.
Well, you'd certainly want to puke, but presumably you don't immediately boot up on yourself.
No, I will not puke.
Alright, for a reminder, sickened means that you take a -2 penalty on attack rolls, weapon damage, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
So most things.
Yep.
Basically everything.
Yeah.
Better
Basically
to assume that you have a -2 to it than not.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay then. There is no source of light down here beyond, like, you know, the tube where you're currently stood where light filters down. Like, deeper into this thing is pitch blackness. Can you make me a perception check?
I can make light.
Perception check first. Well done.
Pierce through the shadows.
Yeah, the shadows themselves decline high. You can hear, like, the shallow breathing, like, of multiple individuals. But of course it's shallow breathing and not... Well, I mean, an undead thing wouldn't breathe. There's, like, the odd low moan.
Okay.
The smell is so strong ahead of you, like, painfully strong smell of this just gross rottingness. And you detect that there is movement in the darkness.
Okay. How far away from me?
You would estimate about 40 feet.
Is this place like just one like little like almost like a cave, like a room? But
Yeah. It's like a naturally hollowed out cavern. Like the walls are slimy and gross, but you suspect that it's stone and dirt underneath there. Probably dirt more than anything.
I am going to. I think what I'm going to do is that I'm probably going to summon a friend.
Okay.
Because with this friend will come light. And I think combat is on its way.
It's a good estimate.
So I will use Summon Nature's Ally 4. And I will summon a fucking fire elemental. I'm gonna get the fucking page for it.
Yep, please do so.
Alright,
I
yes.
will quickly make you a little rudimentary thing here.
Yeah, so basically with that, I assume that because I'm summoning a fire elemental, and not a small one at that, it is a medium one, meaning that it will hopefully light up the room.
It should do that.
So that I can see.
Let's quickly do some maths here. Alright, let's grab that Shen token and I'll drag you over to here.
By the way, I'm going to link here at the roll 20. This is the medium fire elemental stats.
Thank you. Made a robot jump. Goes
Hey,
on Bear Grylls.
it's Jen, everybody.
Hey everybody, it's a Jen.
It's like one of those American sitcoms where the main character comes inside the room and starts cheering because why not? It's like love. What's it called? Like love and married, and then just Bundy comes in, and everyone's like, "Whoa, it's fucking Bundy!"
Nice. Alright, there you go. That's your...
I don't know if you guys have watched many sitcoms, but I have.
No. I can safely say I'm not really a sitcom watcher.
I'm a sucker for bad and good sitcoms. Like that 70s show is, oof, that's good.
Yep. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so you got your fire elemental then.
Hey, he has 30 health.
He's 30.
Hey.
Hey! 30 health.
Hey.
Hey, it's
Hey.
everybody. I don't have a name for him. He
Doug.
can name himself if
Watson.
he wants to.
Elementary.
Oh, fucking, it's elementary.
Are you sure his name
He's
isn't
called
Watson?
Ah, shit, yeah, well, sure, Watson.
He's called Watson.
It's my Watson! I got my Watson!
You've brought
He's
your Watson.
elementary.
Yep.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
You're elementary, my dear Watson.
And he's like, because he can't speak. Well, I guess he can speak Apeman, which I can actually speak, so I actually understand him.
Shut
Find
up,
an
you fucking
appropriate token for this fucking thing.
Oh,
I'm back.
Welcome back. I can't wait to see this.
I like that you've named the bird Watson.
That's
No.
Fire Elemental.
It's my fire elemental. I summoned a fire
Close
elemental
enough.
to help me out.
He's elementary.
I hate you.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
No
Elementary.
remorse.
God, I'm sure I've got a decent monster for this bitch somewhere.
So what I'm expecting is a fungus man.
That is a good guess right there, because that is exactly what you're going to be going up against, but I apparently do not have the appropriate token for that, so we're just gonna make do with...
Oh, it's like one of those WoW, like bog giants.
Yeah, that's a very close approximation, actually. It's essentially that, but it's like corpsey, and it looks like it used to be a human being.
Oh god, it's Thomas from D&D 5th.
Why is Thomas in every game? Jesus.
He's in every... Oh god.
There you go.
I didn't know you were a fan of Alexander the Great. Jeez. What a helmet. That's great.
Yep. What you're looking at is like, it appears to be just a torso and legs. It's like this gross rotting thing, like the withered corpse-like state of its face has drawn it into like this unnatural predatory grin. It's wearing like rudimentary scraps of armor and there are straggles of hair. Fungus appears to be like latched into most of its wounds. And then when light spawns out, it lets out this disgusting screech and tentacles burst from the sides of its arms, lashing around, whipping around wildly. You can see that its legs are little more than like massive fucking stumps.
Are there like people around here?
Lined up behind it. I just haven't done a thing for it. I should.
That's
extend
fine. You
this.
don't have to. Like, it's just, are there like people behind like that? He has like.
Yeah, I'll just expand that a bit. It should be somewhere there, I believe. And then there's going to be a couple of Sylph up against the wall. They're sort of pinned in cocoons of mushroom.
Oh God. It's gross, man. Would've been one
How
thing
do I
if it
not
was
have
spider.
Sylph tokens? I have so many pretty tokens and no Sylph.
I mean, get your anime tokens out.
Yep. Fuck it, we're just gonna grab a bunch of elves.
Fine.
There you go.
Man,
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a great time when I get out of this.
They
One
are
of them is
all-
one of them is a man as well.
They're all men.
Oh,
They're
I just generically grabbed a bunch of androgynous.
They're Sylvan men,
well,
so
yeah,
they
they're
look
Sylph,
very
so they're very
feminine.
androgynous.
fair. Okay, that's true. Or they just like to be very pretty.
don't be silly.
That's ridiculous. All right then. Your action, like your surprise action, was to summon Watson. This thing did not like that.
That's fine. It's my lights. It's currently my light source and also my surprise action. To
This
get
thing
some
is
help.
it's pretty scary.
Yeah, that's why I needed some help.
Let's have a look here. I think it might actually be vulnerable to
It's
light.
like, oh man, that's why I needed some help. Doesn't go and get help from
It doesn't
useful
bring
people.
help.
Well, it does. It does have some. It is not pleased about being in bright fucking light as generated by a fire elemental. So that's a good start right there.
That's good.
Like, what level is Chen? I should probably ask.
I'm level 8.
Good luck.
You bringing up a fucking like CR9 creature against like one guy now or something?
You chose to go in alone.
I thought this was some sort of like solo quest. Apparently it wasn't. I guess I'll just fucking leave then, because apparently I can't. This is
But
ridiculous.
you don't know that.
Yet.
Just
Alright then.
fireball it.
Yeah,
Initiative
but the
roll.
DM just said good luck.
I always say
Fine.
good luck. I've very recently killed a player. I don't want to kill more players.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, initiative, please. I believe your summons shares your initiative, right?
I think so. I assume so. I can't click the chat because Discord is putting fucking. Oh my god! I need to put off notifications.
You have notifications? Crazy.
Yeah, on the main chat I did for a
I'd
while.
apologize, but I'm not sorry.
No,
Neither am
I
I.
apologize.
We're having a pleasant conversation.
Are you having a wonderful old time?
Yeah, it's great. We're having a conversation with people while listening to how buttfuck Ronith's getting.
Oh, this thing has an amazing an initiative.
Oh,
I
it's
rolled,
fine.
It rolled a 1.
Oh, it's fine.
Incredible.
All right, that turn order though. All right. Obviously this guy is gonna fucking. Hold on. How far can he actually go? Speed is 50 feet. This guy is fucking leg McGee. Let's go.
Watson is all legs.
Yeah, he's
The,
going to.
the irony is that he doesn't have any. Mostly because I'm imagining like a fucking wildfire
There you
element.
go.
Yeah,
You have
probably.
control of him now.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Cool. It's good. He's just gonna move over here, and he's going to probably just immediately attack.
Sure, is that just a charge?
Yeah, that would be it. So that would be a. He doesn't get sickened, I believe,
Correct.
because he's a fucking elemental.
That's correct.
Um,
He has elemental traits.
he gets +2 from charge.
Okay.
Bam.
And that is not. Oh wait, yeah, that was not a success. Actually, hasn't had a turn yet, so it is a success right now. Go ahead, roll damage.
I was like, "What? Was it a success or not?"
Yeah, no, right now it is flat-footed until it goes.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's good because that means I will deal a measly 26 +1 damage, but it will also get burned, meaning those affected by the burn ability must also succeed on a reflex save or catch fire.
Sweet. By the way, is that elemental's actual attack fire damage or just physical?
It is it says
It's
it
just
says
1d6.
slam.
It is just 1d6 +1 plus burn. So,
It says slam, and he's made out of fire, so I assume it's fire.
no, the actual damage is 1d6 +1, and then it has the burn effect on it.
Yes.
So it's getting struck for normal.
Yes. So he's getting struck for 5 damage, and then he has to make a reflex save of DC 14.
D2 is take the lowest, right?
What?
2d10 D2. So there's a D1. I think it's drop lowest. Oh fuck it, whatever. I'll just roll 2d20. All right. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was rolling with disadvantage because the attack is fire based, and it crit
Oh,
failed.
sweet.
It is the fuck on fire.
So, take the listed damage for an additional 1d4. So it's
1d4
1d6 damage.
Yep, it took 1d6.
1d6. So it takes 3 damage. For an additional 1d4 rounds at the start of its turn.
Okay. Roll how many
So-
rounds?
Just one.
All right.
Just one for now.
Okay. Its turn rolls around and it takes 6 damage. Because it is vulnerable to fire. It lets out
That's just the elemental. I'm also gonna do
Oh yeah, of
something.
course. Sorry, yes. Go right ahead.
Let's see. It seems like this guy is probably weak to fire, so
Yeah, it does not like light, it does not like fire. That is what you've been able to posit with your people
that's
eyes.
very good. Very good
That
for
was
me.
DH1. Thank you.
I am going to Can I just create a wall of fire that literally goes past this guy and just goes across like this?
Yes, you can.
Then I will do just that.
All right then. I'm gonna
Whoop,
have
whoop.
a look here.
My wall of fire used. So I will.
It's a good thing you
one-shot-
echoed that dispel magic.
Oh,
It's
fuck
true.
yeah. I did it.
All
I
right.
just like in my mind, it's just like my mind is basically like, since I'm only half paying attention to the fight, my mind is like semi-translating into like something fire damage, something fireball, something fire damage.
This sounds about right.
Pretty much.
All right then. There is currently a wall like going through there. Yes.
Yes. So dealing 2d4 points of fire damage to creatures.
All right. Roll the damage.
Yes. Whoop, whoop. That's 5 damage. Heal.
Okay.
Well, the wall deals this damage when it appears, and to all creatures in the area on your turn each round. In addition, the wall deals 2d6 points of fire damage plus 1 fire damage to any creature passing through it. The wall deals double damage to undead creatures.
Oh my God. So double downed.
That seems
Yeah.
weird. I mean, I get it because like undead creatures are quite often like fucking firewood essentially, but
Yeah,
I mean some of them aren't, like ghosts, for example.
yeah, that's weird, but it just says it right here. So I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just kind of weird.
Wait, if you evoke the wall so that it appears where creatures are, each creature takes damage as if passing through the wall. So let's roll the other damage. Like
I guess so.
just doubled because of. All right, 2d6 plus 1, 8. 2d6 plus 8. And times that by 2, so that is 32 damage.
2d6 plus 8. Wow, you are devastating this guy.
What a fire!
Incredible. Incredible.
I mean, the wall deals double damage to undead. That text is saving me right now.
Yep, alright. On its turn, it will let out a horrified roar. It will take, I believe it's 1d4 right now. I believe it takes 1d4 on its turn.
Yes.
Blah, 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 yeah.
The burn is 1d6 damage.
You rolled that one, that was the 3, so he actually takes -6 because he's on fire and he doesn't like being on fire. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. The burn.
Gee, you're doing fine.
The burn runs out as well.
Yep, he's now no
He's
longer
only
no
lasted
he's
for 1
he's
round.
no longer on fire. He stood in it though, so
Yeah, I mean he's standing in a wall of fires. You know.
Yes.
I suppose if you move out of a wall, damage again.
Yeah, he's
And if
gonna
he stands in it-
that wall is going to hurt him at the end of his turn, whether he leaves it or not.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna leave it if he kills Watson though. Let's have a look here.
Oh, Watson, be my tank.
It's 12.
This is what I hired you for.
So he'll go with probably the tendril attack. Mm, 15 isn't gonna cut it. 21.
He has
Does-
17 AC.
All right, the second attack will hit,
Okay. Slam.
and also his bite.
Bite.
Nom.
Nom nom nom.
That will also hit. Okay. 3 and 1d4 plus 1. Way to fuck that shit up. I should have made this thing use all his nasty spells. Oh well.
Is it punching him?
It is slapping at him with ethereal gross tentacles and laying bites into it.
Wouldn't that? I don't know if that would.
There are actually just not rules for when they're getting hit. Wait a second. Burning creature.
It's the same damage. Though hit by the burning creature.
Well, fuck.
1d6.
Alright, roll 1d6.
Twice. 2d6
sorry,
because it
2d6.
hit twice.
Oh, 2d6. Oh shit. Fuck you.
All right, sweet.
This is like the tailored thing for me to fucking destroy.
Entirely unintentionally as well.
Yeah.
And then it will
Oops.
stagger. I don't even know. Does it? I think it might just take the AOO and charge past to try and get to you.
Oh,
Does
Jesus.
not want to be anywhere near the fire. So, like a flaming creature will run past you, and that's its turn over. So, would you like to roll its passing through fire damage?
So it
also
passes
the
the wall of
attack.
fire,
Yep.
meaning it takes another 2d6 plus 8.
Yep.
Doubles.
Which is disgusting.
Double that? He's probably dead.
And
That's 36 damage.
yep.
Uh-huh.
This sack of gross flailing bones, mush, and like just detritus is like up in your grill like it's about to attack before just collapsing into a re-dead heap.
I don't remember Sherlock Holmes
Bland.
having to fight fungal horrors.
I do.
I must have missed that episode.
Pretty sure that's the expanded canon, yeah.
Baited and outsmarted.
I've read a lot of fanfic.
Oh, that doesn't count.
I loot the fungal horror.
Headcanon is good enough.
By the way, this cabin is now kind of on fire from the inside. Yeah, might want to do something about that.
I have a cantrip that creates water. It's fine.
You do not have enough to stop this cavern, which is burning. Like the walls and the ceiling are the walls and the ceiling are on fire. Is it that much?
Dan, it makes like
Yes.
40 fucking like million
Is it?
gallons.
Is
or
it just
something.
create water on it?
Yeah, it's great water.
Let's see.
Creates like
Check
40.
it.
it's like
The
40
spell
million
generates
gallons.
drinkable water.
2 gallons per
2
level.
gallons
I'm
per level, and you just
16
spray
gallons.
it everywhere.
And I can use it infinitely.
Yeah, see, Adam, I remember Adam Kobo ran into this thing. I think it was Adam Kobo. It was like a thing, like they're just like, oh fuck no, it was Matthew Kobo. He was like, the guy was like, oh yeah, I've got like the cleric's got create food. He's like, oh, let's see how much. Holy shit, he can make like 50 pounds of food. Like,
Yeah, it's absurd.
All right. There are a lot of unconscious sylph pinned
Try
up
not to
against the
drown
wall that's catching fire. Trapped
not to
in
drown them,
cocoons of
Moneth.
now
Yeah,
burning shroom.
I will indeed
Fire
Put out the fire.
hose.
All right, you spray them down. One of the ones closest to you lets out like a moan, and their eyes like flutter open. Their pupils are way fucking dilated, and he looks tired. And then he pukes because this is all very sickening.
That's fine.
Like the air itself is exceptionally noxious, and I'm gonna have to ask you to make another fort save.
That's fine. It's a +3, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Got him.
You puke.
Blech.
Is
it's
there
fine.
just a
That puts out
stage?
some of the fire, right?
Is there a stage beyond just sickened?
Yeah, I think so. It's like
Uh,
nauseated or something.
yeah.
Nauseated. You are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. You can only take a single move action. So about that water you wanted to cast. You
See,
get
now he's fucked.
you get like a little bit into that cast, and then you just fucking choke and puke, and now you are unable to continue casting
For how
spells.
long?
Until you are no longer be in this place that is continuing to make you sick.
Well, I will get these people out. Are they
They are
like
bound up currently to the wall in fungal
Recommend
grossness.
you. Oh,
And it's
I was
the
gonna
fire.
say,
The fire is now crawling across this room again.
getting them like I'm trying to get them away from it?
I was gonna say I recommend you cast restoration on yourself, but that's gonna be tough.
Sure, I'll do that.
You can't cast spells.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're gonna burn to death in a hole.
Right
These
now,
guys are gonna fucking burn to death. I
right
can
now
leave.
the fire is here. And also this portion of wall and some of the floor.
Yeah,
is
I'm
on
immune
fire.
to my own fire, so I know I know that much, but like
Yeah.
Is it really your fire though at this point?
But it's like I can wait. Hold on.
You can't dismiss this fire. It is a naturally burning cavern right now.
I mean, he could dismiss the firewall, but he can't dismiss the fire that the firewall has caused onto
Correct.
the normal
Yeah.
walls.
Yep.
In fact, the firewall has made the normal walls now firewalls, but they're not magical, so he can't dismiss them.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
recommend you look for a different way out instead of climbing up the whole
Can I do that?
Give me a perception check.
Because I feel like this giant fucking fungal horror of death wasn't lugging people in and out of a hole.
Can I say like Rip Chen hoisted by his own petard, aka fire?
Yeah. We all knew it
Yeah.
was going to happen. You don't see
I mean,
any
I'm
other
not gonna burn to death because it's not like
You don't see any other passages in this cavern. You can see a lot of fire, and now the closest one, who got a little bit splashed down, is now absolutely horrified and is starting to cough and choke on smoke.
Oh my god.
But what situation are they in? Like,
They are bound bodily to the wall. Like alien
but are
style.
they otherwise fine?
They
Probably horrendously nauseated.
Yes,
but
they are horrifically nauseated. Indeed, I looked to see if the Sylph guy could just get himself out, but because he's nauseated, he can't.
Hold on. I'm going to. Fuck. I literally can't do it because I'm a spellcaster, and apparently nauseated makes me unable to do anything. So I'm just. These guys are just gonna die because I'm puking.
You could try and get your fire elemental to help.
Oh, thank you.
They might take
my
burn
fire
damage.
elemental's gonna help.
They might take burn damage getting yanked off the wall, but at least it won't immediately kill them, and it won't make them die slowly and painfully in a slowly burning cavern.
Yeah, sure. That's what I told you. I'm trying to get them loose. I've told you that like three times
yes,
now.
strength check. Or you can make an attack roll, which is dangerous. Would you like your fire elemental to help you?
Sure, why not?
Want to do a check for hit?
He has +1 strength.
Alrighty. Let's see here. I mean, heck, when he does an attack, it's +7. Yeah, between the two of you
Can I
and
make
this,
another fort save to get rid of this bullshit?
I will see how long you stay sick. Let's see.
I mean, on the plus side, all the horrible fungus is burning away now, so you got that going for you.
There's the choking, horrible smoke part now.
Well, yeah,
that's,
but
that's the part
that's
that
not
I can
sickening,
fix with
that's-
spells, but I can't cast spells because this effect is just.
Alright, make another fort save as you're digging into this first guy. Oh, you
Finally.
fucking muster it together. Do you cast
Alright,
again?
I fucking first thing I do, step over here, cast wind wall to get that gas out of the way,
Okay.
and then I'm going to spray this fucking shit with water and take it out.
Alright.
fire hose.
By that point, the fire
See, I
is
have a
like,
plan. It's just I needed to be able to cast spells.
done that. And come up to here. Oh, this guy actually would have started burning. That's not good for him.
Put up the wind wall. I start
Hosing the
Fucking-
bitch.
hosing the bitch.
Yep. Alright.
Watson probably
Disappears and stops setting fire to more things.
Well, he only lasts for 8 rounds, so.
Yep. Alright then. Can you roll 1d6, please? It's the damage against the sylph that was in the fire before you hosed him. Alright, he takes 4-5. He is doing it okay. Alright. You are able to successfully, after, a few tense minutes of firefighting in a very cramped cave, that the only reason you can breathe is because the noxious fumes are being kept away by a wall of wind. You are eventually able to deal with it.
Cool. Does the fire disappear?
Yes, the fire is cleared off. Let me just go to the thing here.
Alright, now that we got that covered,
There you go.
I am going to heal this this person and deeply apologize.
It's fine.
Uh,
That means it's not.
no. I know
Yeah,
he's
he's
on, like,
he's
one health.
he's sounding really
Hey,
gross.
heal him first, goddammit.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not like-
Just in general, he sounds gross because he did a lot of breathing smoke.
I know, yeah. But I will heal him first, just because he was the one on fire.
Yep, good move.
So, you know. Do you want me to do the check?
Yes,
or
please.
is
Yeah,
it-
do the roll.
He gets 21 health if he has that much.
You heal him up to full and then some. Yeah, where his voice is going, that's okay. And he just like coughs up like a thick black lump off to the side and spits. That's fantastic. Can you please get us down?
Of course.
Let me just summon a fire elemental to pull you off.
Yeah,
Fire, no.
he'll attempt to push back against it as well. Like and help with the process. It's a lot quicker with two of you working on it. You're able to get the other three down. But he does say that he does not know how to get out of this hole. That thing squished its way like down the tube.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about
I
it.
can fly.
You gonna go get help?
I could probably carry them up. Right?
I'm not sure you're that buff.
I'm-
Probably not 4 people.
No.
One at a
One
time.
at a time.
Even
mean-
then, I'm pretty sure fly doesn't like make you. I'm gonna do quite that.
I mean, you can just carry your weight, but I don't know if you're strong enough to carry people because you're not that buff. No offense.
Yeah, what's your max lift?
Lift off ground, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
200.
Oh no, yeah, you can get them one by one.
But that's plus his gear already.
Yeah, he's already carrying gear, unfortunately.
My total carried weight is 28.5.
Okay, you're probably fine.
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
apparently not carrying anything.
Unless they're particularly buff, because I can
No,
reasonably see
this-
one being
But they
180.
are
A totally
and
jacked.
Gafflane.
Not yeah, no, they're all self.
Most of my things are in my bag of holding.
Yeah, you know what they said about those half air elemental people? Really dense bones. They're so heavy. No, you have no trouble actually getting them out.
It's fine. Just put the elves in the bag of holding. Nothing bad can happen.
Hold your breath. Shove.
In you go.
No.
Yeah, you're able to get them out one by one.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, can you do another fort save just for kicks? Because you do have to do a lot of traveling through the tube, and that did not get a chance to get burned out.
Okay.
No, all right. So you just remain sickened until you're out of the hole.
Gross.
Good job. Everyone fucking reeks awfully.
Does it actually smell of? Like, what are we talking like rot, damp kind of shit? Like that kind of fungus?
Yeah. It's like rot, but cranked up to 11.
So black mold, basically.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
fun.
it's true.
And now you'll get 2,400 experience.
Cool.
I will type that to.
Wait, we all get it?
Yeah.
Sick. Cheers, Chen.
Good work.
Well,
buddy.
Well, if you want, hey Vernith, would you like to keep all the experience for yourself?
keep
No,
all
you
the
already,
XP
you
for
already said
myself.
it. You already.
It's not my
awarded it.
choice now.
Yeah, you already awarded it.
It's done.
I would be a dick if I would just be like, no, it's.
I mean, to be fair, he is massively behind XP.
I am.
But, you know, it's done. What's done is done.
Yeah, it's like Fusa's also behind, so you would just then immediately leave Tao's character in the dirt.
It's fine, I can take it.
Whatever.
Was that really worth 9,600 experience?
Yeah, that thing was actually horrifying, and Chen apparently had the perfect way to deal with it.
Burn it to death.
That thing was further proof that Pathfinder's CR system makes no fucking sense. That thing was CR10.
Yeah,
Well-
but that's why I think when you get to higher CRs, you shouldn't use big. Like, I agree that like CR as a single target's dumb, but I feel like if you have lots of things, then it's less fine.
Yeah.
Like, a single
better.
CR10 monster is really meant as a challenge unless it's specifically stated to be a single monster.
Yeah, it is. It's a unique. Hell, it had abilities, it just didn't get a chance to cast any of them.
I mean, to be fair, he did have fire, and apparently the thing made of fungus doesn't like fire.
Who knew?
And also, his firewall specifically did more damage to undead, which it was.
Yeah, so it was double
So
downing.
it's
It
like-
took way more damage than it should have. And also it failed the reflex save in the first place. So yeah, it was literally the perfect abilities to use on it. But if it had gotten a chance to get up in Chen's actual face, it could do things like inflict serious wounds.
Yeah.
So Greg, I've got us at 7,200 and 72,991 XP now.
Correct.
Yeah, cool. Just double checking.
Wait, no, I'm pretty sure it's
10,000.
75,991.
Oh yeah, you're right. We level up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 10,000 from you guys.
But you are alive.
Hooray.
It's like it can do that twice. 3d8 plus 7, inflict serious wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the like single CR creatures being like really dumb and
Yeah.
just kind of just going to like you one shot it or it one shots you kind of shit. But I know I feel like maybe if we fought more bit like packs of things, maybe.
Yeah, it's likely that you'll go up against packs in the future. I just realized when Chen went in alone, it's like, I can't put multiples of this against him, he will just die.
Well, he'd have
No,
been fine, 'cause
apparently not,
He
yeah,
incinerated
apparently
it
that
with
isn't the
AoE
case.
anyway.
But yeah.
You should have put packs. We might have leveled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God,
no, right.
come on.
You
Yeah,
might run into
I'm the-
more
I'm the one-
cerebric
I'm the-
fungus.
I'm the one giving XP to the group. I'm just like, hey, Jen, what have you been doing, Chen? Oh, here you go, some XP. It's like,
What are you talking
what's
about? I got 2,400 experience by making bullets. That's what I did.
that? Ding, just like this, like
We didn't actually
yellow,
do
like
me and
whoosh
Greg.
sound around you to level up.
Me and Greg like essentially 3,000 experience. Well, 3,009 experience up leveling.
I am 10,000 or 15,000 off.
I know, but that's because you de-leveled.
Yeah,
Yep.
You died.
it's fun.
You lost class levels becoming pulling a Jesus. It's fine.
Mm.
Cool.
There you go.
It's
So
fine.
You get the Sylph free. The one that is conscious is like, he says he'll handle it. One of them there, he points out, is the husband of the half elf, but he says he's gonna go take them all to healers and have them picked up and stuff and handle all that
I
stuff.
would, I want to also tell him to probably let like authorities know that they're actually out safe and stuff like that, and I would like to for them to actually tell the guards that there is a fucking fungus monster living under your garden.
Well,
Yep.
was not is was.
But there might be other shit.
No, this world definitely isn't just randomly developing evil magical monsters for some unknown reason gradually. That's not that. God, don't be silly.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's not been the running plot since session 1.
Just saying, it's not like it's not like. All I wanted to say was that I don't want to just plop them out of the ground and be like, "All right, that's my job done." Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you pass on the
Wanted to
relevant
tend to them
information.
that they're actually, they get home.
Plus, then you have to go to the guild and be like, "Pay me, bitch." With
Of
those
course.
words exactly.
Yes.
And you get paid like bugger all money.
It's true. It's
Before
300,
I-
300 gold for like.
Before I go to the guild, though, I'm going to go to some sort of like guard place and police, whatever. And, like,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
them know.
They look at you like in a fucking horror because you smell awful. You smell so
I will
bad.
wash up.
Prestidigitation, yo.
I don't have that.
He doesn't have that.
That's
He's not
arcane.
actually a wizard.
No, he's a cleric. Technically.
I'm technically a cleric disguised as a worse. Yeah, I will wash up first, of course, and then go to the police. Whatever it's called.
Yep, it's one of those smells that you're definitely going to be struggling to get out of your clothes. But
Oh, probably, yeah.
And your fur.
Can I ask like a really random question?
go for it.
No.
It's just like I was looking at a calendar and I noticed we have a list of NPCs and I don't remember who this NPC is, so I wanted to ask.
All right, sure. Which one?
Who is Jacqueline, the changeling with a dead husband? I literally don't remember at all.
That's like in the beginning guild.
Yeah.
There was like you know, in the first like warehouse, there was like a dead gnome with a ring on him.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
That's the husband, and this
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jacqueline was the changeling
Sure.
wife.
I remembered like all of them on the list apart from her. I was like, I don't know who that
That's
is.
because she never said anything because she was moping about her dead husband the whole time.
Yeah.
And she
When
was
we
very
brought-
unmemorable. That's a
Yeah.
Yeah, the dead husband was more memorable on account of being dead.
Yeah, that was he had a plot hook.
Yeah.
He's down here too, somewhere.
All I remember is that I talked with her and became friends. That's it. So I have Jacqueline the Changeling friend exclamation mark on my cheat.
Yep. Okay.
Francis the Gnome was his name.
Yeah,
Go
there
Actually, don't
is,
have-
you know, like bathhouses and shit to get a real good wash at. You definitely get a lot of funny looks, and maybe people will be like, "Hey, what happened? What happened to you?" You can probably recount them with the tales of your dramatic saviorism.
He smoked some real bad weed.
It was
Yeah,
too.
it's like,
That cave
man.
was so dank.
Dude.
Yeah, it's just too dang.
Yeah.
It's what happens if you let your stash go bad.
Don't let your stash go bad. It might turn into a much.
Exactly.
Fungal horror. They'll fuck you right up.
Just echo your wall of fire and you'll be.
Yeah.
Don't
Can't,
echo
you
your
echo-
dispel.
you
Don't
echo
echo your
dispel magic.
spell magic. Don't do the mistake I did.
I still can't, like, I get why you did it, but at the same time, when you said those words, I was like, well, rip Chen.
Yeah. I cannot believe it had the exact vulnerability as well.
I
Jesus.
thought I would need it. Because it's like.
I mean,
no, I get-
you
I
might
get,
you
like,
might
I
have even
totally
got a spell
understand
off
why.
on you. You really might have needed it.
Like, I actually totally understand why you echoed the dispel magic, but at the same time, it's like your main offensive measure is echoing, and you've blown it on dispel magic.
I have a bunch of offensive spells. It's fine.
God, they're so offensive.
Yeah.
Like, he happens to cast a wall of cunts and shitstorm.
No,
and...
he just has like infinite copies of vicious mockery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's
dispel
the
awkwardness.
only thing he can cast.
He
is
he actually
Vicious
has a flute with permanency, vicious mockery. Whenever he plays the flute, it just casts that spell.
Mockery. On the hideous laughter, Tasha's hideous whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like that.
Vicious mockery and hideous laughter.
Curse of the Burning Sleep. My favorite.
I've got blistering invective's pretty good as well. You should take that.
Let's have a
Ugh.
look
That's
here.
the one I have.
Hideous laughter.
Hideous laughter.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
And then I'll
back-
go to the guild and be like, yeah, sure, I did it.
Yeah, excellent. When you get to the guild, in fact, I guess on the way to the guild, you notice that there is like there's a rather alarmed-looking Gathlane sort of fluttering around. He spots you, Chen, and he'll fly on over to you. You notice that he's got like a red satchel around his over his shoulder and resting at the side of his waist. He's got a little red cap on. You would recognize this guy as a messenger. He hands you 2 like runic tablets. He goes, "Hi there, Mr. Hakar. I've been given your identity. This here is a missive for President Dragon, and this one here appears to be personal mail." And he'll, indicate which is which and hand them over to you.
Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
he'll hold out his hand and 2 gold, please.
It's just like
That is so
like
exorbitant.
nod my head down, just like round, almost like. Okay, I guess sure.
Yep, cool.
So much money.
Pockets the 2 gold and then flutters away.
Yeah.
There you
I'll
go.
give you 2 of my 7,920 gold.
There you go. You have 7,918 gold now, motherfucker.
Yeah, boy.
They like a
Right.
fucking robbery.
Yeah, actually, 2 gold is like a bunch of money for some guy to just drop.
Yeah,
off a
I'm just
letter.
like, yeah, whatever.
You suspect that you probably didn't need to pay him anything. You already would have been paid.
Yeah, it's
but,
fine.
Yeah,
I'll just fucking give him it.
yeah.
He'll be very happy.
Got that fucking adventurer bling on you.
Yeah. Got like a gold necklace.
Yep.
It's the swag.
Goldy looking chain and turtleneck. All right, great. Let's.
So first off, I'm going to talk with the guild.
Yep. Hello there. You look a little bit rough. What happened?
Use the smell. Seems like the some people down in the whatever district,
Sylph
like
district.
what was it?
Sylph, well,
the
Sylph,
southern
Sylph
district.
housing.
So yeah,
The self shanties.
yeah, the Sylph shanties. Yes.
Living in poverty.
They were
was poor.
kidnapped by
place.
some sort of fungal undead monstrosity.
What in the heart of Grefra?
Yeah, and I took care of it, and very smoothly, in fact, and got the kidnappees out of there.
Why, that's excellent news. And gosh, you went up against some kind of undead horror. I will be glad to add on a little danger pay as well. He will do a bit of rummaging around. He pulls out like an ornate-looking lockbox, like leans into it, mumbles something quietly, opens it up, and then delivers to you a little pouch of 400 gold.
Sweet.
And then he will reseal it, relock it, and slide it back under his desk. Heck, if you're staying in town long enough, I'm sure we could probably find some more work for you. I don't know.
I will probably stay away from it for now, but I would like some days to get the smell off.
Yeah, you might just want to go for a wizard to press the digitate you, because... In fact, wait, what am I talking about? He just will wave you closer, and then will cast press the digitate on you, because he's an arcane
Wait.
spellcaster.
He's just like, wait, I'm a fucking wizard.
I was like, why don't I just do this shit? He just reaches out. He basically gives you the finger pistols, and then you don't stink anymore.
Chen is like,
You smell faintly of lemons.
Mm.
Yeah, lemons, definitely.
Yeah, it's always lemons.
It's always lemons. It is actually true. Prestidigitating yourself clean smells like lemons. Unless you're an elf
Nope,
and you're
there
doing
are-
it to another elf, and then you smell like eau de toilette.
No, lemons. Still lemons.
Always lemons?
Fine, as
Always
long as
lemons.
it's not piss.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, piss would be a step up from your current smell.
No,
True.
that's what you get from drunk wizards.
Oh, sure, prestidigitate, right?
Yeah, press.
I cast
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
Piss the station.
Such as peas on you.
All right.
Homo
So,
wizard.
the letters.
All right then. Do you look at the one? Like, are you going back to the tavern then?
Going to, well, why? It's like while I'm walking back to the tavern, and with the rest of the people
You're
are-
aware that if you open that up, it will like start speaking at you and with images and
It's
shit.
like this message will just help.
Yeah. Well, it's more along the lines of if you try to do it while walking back,
Hello, Angel.
everyone would hear and see this message.
Hello, angels. Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
President
Charlie.
Hi,
Oh yeah,
President.
Charlie. That's Charlie's Angels. God, I forgot that.
Yeah, that's where
No,
the name comes
Charles, get
Yeah,
out
it's
of my
almost
head,
like, yeah.
Charles.
Yeah, I get back to my. I guess we don't have the same room, but I guess I will get. Wait, do we have that same room for like the day?
You still are booked into the 2 rooms that you have.
Cool. Then I would go there. Do I pass anyone I know on the way?
It's probably like evening. You like spend hours fucking rummaging around down there. Jin is definitely there. I think Munakoi will have wrapped up his spending spree. Indeed, in fact, as you go around the tavern, you see like there is a huge fucking like sweet carriage cart thing and like a couple of riding dogs. They're just chilling there next to the tavern.
I'm just like, I guess that's Monaco.
Yeah, it's like anyone
You
else would be
don't
like,
know.
what noble is coming around?
is
And then
wild.
it's in a row next to
Assumption.
Munakoi's other beasts.
Just more animals. It's like, yeah, that's Monaco.
Wait, what's he added to his fucking menagerie now?
two big dogs.
2 riding dogs.
Oh, the dogs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those.
Yeah. It's just
Why?
more like every time I look away, it's just like another animal that.
Yep. Speaking
Dance.
of Munakoi, right now, I mean, you probably got your purchases and orders, and they've been dropped off at the tavern where you're staying. But you are en route to a certain magical menagerie.
Yes. Yeah.
There is another one of those wooden buildings, but this one actually has like a chimney on top of it, with like smoke coming out of it, which is rare. There are not many other buildings close to it except for the like larger sort of, I guess, enclosed stables attached to it. Seeing a chimney with smoke at all is definitely rare in this place. What with the, everything's fucking trees. The building itself is still wood, but there is definitely fire coming out of it.
Seems fine.
Unless it's Chen, because he smokes like a chimney.
It's
Heyo.
Hey.
Good one. Dank Maymays.
Thank you.
the main dankiest.
You're
Alright.
welcome.
That one appears to be like see, I don't know you've ever seen one of these actual buildings before, or like this type of stall. Can you give me I don't know, do you have like a street equivalent, knowledge street of that shit?
Be knowledge local.
I probably don't,
Alright, okay.
but I'll roll it.
Yeah, give it a go. Give me raw int. You don't know what
Oh.
the fuck that shit is.
It's a house.
It's not normal. It's not like the other places where people go to buy stuff, and it's not like the normal houses in this area.
That's fine. That's probably good.
Alright then. Which one are you going into first? The enclosed, like, stable-looking building, or to the chimneyed building?
Can I like see inside the stable, or is it's all closed?
It
off?
is enclosed. Like,
Okay, I won't walk in
there
there.
are shutters, but they are latched. There is a doorway in the front that is latched.
Yeah, I won't go in there. I'll go in the main building.
Alright.
Bless you.
Bless you. When you're inside the building, there is a smell that you recognize, and it's from certain people doing alchemisty works. Like you can actually,
Sure.
I think you can probably faintly smell like black powder, which you've probably smelled far more recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Know that quite well.
There's a guy like his fingertips themselves are like stained with various chemicals, which is probably not a good thing. You suspect that's the kind of thing that shortens someone's life expectancy by a decent measure, but seems happy enough, like wrinkled up at the edges of his eyes, distinctly fey in appearance, but otherwise a catfolk.
Sure. Is he like busy?
He is currently writing something, but he stood at the counter, so he's technically available.
Okay, I will approach him. Good day.
Hello there. He'll wrinkle his nose. Interesting. You don't seem the wizard type, or how can I help you? Are you after potions?
No, I'm looking for magical beasties.
And where to find them?
Good one.
Couldn't resist, sorry.
What in particular are you looking for in the way of magic animals?
The magical ones.
I quite like a hippogriff.
Hippogriff.
Yes,
How much money have you got, stranger?
enough.
At least 12.
I need to actually check.
An egg is 200. A fully grown trained one is
A few thousand. Right?
a young trained one is 500. Let's see what a fully grown adult wants.
Hippogriff fully grown and trained and stuff is 5,000. They weigh 500 pounds and they don't give a fuck. Let's see here. Hippogriffs aren't what I would consider an easy acquisition. I only have the one.
Is it grown?
It is grown. Young at the moment.
Young. Can I see it?
It's not for sale, but you can certainly come and see her.
Okay.
And he'll get up from his counter, finish what he's writing, and walk around to another doorway. It looks like it leads into that enclosed stables bit. There is another individual there, looks like a far younger catfolk. This one's like got, the typical smudged cheeks, vaguely urchiny look to them, probably about 14, 15. And they're going around tending to various animals. They've got very thick safety gloves on, considering some of these animals you spot a various number of teeth and stuff like that.
While I'm looking, is there any small bird type animal? Nice birdies.
There is a very intelligent looking bird in that it is watching you, and you can sense that it has actual intelligence as it considers you. It preens itself, and you suspect that it just said something at you, but you haven't got speak with animals turned on, have you?
No, I don't
Yeah.
have that on all the time.
Yeah,
I,
so it makes a some kind of noise at you that you recognize as some attempt at communication, and then it will like dig into its wings again. You also spot a couple of pseudo dragons that are all sort of floating amongst themselves. Well, say floating, flapping amongst themselves from perch to perch.
Sure. What bird is it?
The bird appears to be a real fucking huge owl. Like,
Big bird.
yeah. Probably like 1.5 feet tall.
That's quite a big bird. Sure.
Yeah, so you'll lead you further down these stables. There are various other types of creatures there, including one that appears to be behind, like, I would suppose glass in this case, but you can see like little runes and sigils have been scratched into the grass, and inside there are also like breathing holes and shit, but inside is a really big scorpion.
Nice. Seems safe.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely, it's behind like a magically sealed fucking thing.
All the safety.
Yeah. And there are a couple of what look to you like a little flock of chickens, but they have like these hoods over their heads, and they have like sort of slightly lizardy features. Their talons are huge.
I know what they. I can't remember what
cockatrice.
Cockatrice is. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, there are a gaggle of them sort of flapping around.
Kind of crazy guy would put some chicken eggs under a lizard.
I know,
Snake.
right? A lizard, snake, demon.
Does that render a basilisk, or is it just no? That's a basilisk, isn't it? Where you put a
Yeah, cockatrice is. I can't remember the legend of a cockatrice.
it's fine.
But they petrify you, and
Yeah, they petrify you.
just have them running around with fucking tiny hoods on is mad.
Pretty good.
You can inspect. You can inspect them closer, or do you like show attention
no.
to them? No.
No, I don't.
Mordecai pulls one of the hoods off and just looks straight in the stares deep into those eyes.
Yeah, you would have to know what wizard shit is to know more things about these, because you're in a magic creature place. It's your knowledge definitely branches off at this point.
Well,
I just feel like
still got
Mordecai's
pretty
literally.
good knowledge.
I feel like Mordecai's literally just walked into like a Harry Potter shop.
Yeah, in my head the image is Harry Pottery as fuck.
Yeah,
Like it's owned by cat people. It's in fucking Magic City, and it's a menagerie of sweet beasts.
There's a wall of wands.
No, there isn't a wall of wands. Actually, he probably has a rack of them like in his main shop because he sells magic shit.
There's just like a wall of cages of just all kinds of random shit.
A dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as I say, he's got pseudo dragons.
Yeah, he's got pseudo dragons.
They are house cat sized miniature dragons,
and they're adorable.
Yep, and for the most part of them are intelligent enough that they would treat being like sold to people as some kind of slavery. They make really good familiars.
They do. Grenimir is a good familiar.
Nah.
Hashtag high rollers.
Good old Grenimir. So like I had a character sheet for someone who they actually had feats burned to get an improved familiar despite themselves being barely magical. And it was pretty cool. I wonder if I got their sheet. That would be wonderful if I still did. Yes. No, it's not the same character. Damn, I'm sad. They got a Dwayne cat instead. They were also cool as shit. But yes, let's see here. Yeah, at the back there is a line of other creatures. There are a couple of like eggs laid out, but he informs you that they are definitely not for sale. But there is also a hippogriff that is also definitely not for sale, come to think of it.
It's fine. We know a thief.
Let me do one of these.
Knowledge?
Actually, I believe the
Determine
egg...
what the eggs are.
Oh, okay. You would suspect they're actually griffin eggs as opposed to hippogriff.
Griffin eggs, sweet. That'll do.
Why does he have them if they're not for sale? This doesn't make sense.
Because this is a magic emporium where he uses their blood and stuff to make things.
Yeah, but if someone wants to buy the full thing, that's still a sale. Just got to add markup to it, man. This guy's a shit businessman.
No, yeah, it's likely if you I was going to say like if you do manage to get him to sell them to you, they're going to be at an insane markup because he's expecting to make more money out of their lifetime than just the sell price for them.
I mean, that's kind of fucked up.
It is, but I mean, again, sometimes you just don't want to find out how the sausage is made.
I mean, he's like enslaving intelligent creatures. This guy's an asshole.
Manakai's
frankly,
gonna
I
take a
should
level of
liberate-
paladin, then come back and beat the shit out of him.
I should liberate all these creatures.
You'll be a nature paladin.
Yeah.
Also called a druid.
No, that's actually what a
Not
ranger is the
same.
closer thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
ranger is the-
druid is. Yeah, you have like cleric and druid, and then you have ranger and.
I mean,
paladin.
I'm a hunter, which is a ranger druid.
This is true.
It's
So
true.
you're both.
This whole place is basically an affront to my fucking
You
sensibility.
should just burn it down. Just burn it down.
Burn it.
Yeah. No.
No, all the
and
creatures
I'll be
out
your
there.
ranger.
In fact, you know a guy who's really good at that kind of thing.
yeah. Actual griffins themselves, like
Ooh, God,
they
wow.
would have to like bond to you to actually want to chill the fuck out.
The fact that he has griffin eggs but not hippogriff eggs, considering fucking griffin eggs are worth 10 times as much. More than that. About 20 times as much.
Would you like to ask him?
Sure. What's going on there? Why do you have so many griffin eggs?
What's the crack, mate? Come on.
I have 2 griffin eggs, and the parents aren't alive anymore. The hippogriff egg was given to me in order to train, raise its offspring, and as you can see, it is currently being trained and raised, and its blood and other use. It'll have other uses.
Wait, how can it have offspring if there's only one of them?
No, the griffins had 2 eggs. The griffins
No,
are
but
dead.
you said
The
that- no,
hippogriff,
you
the hippogriff is young. He had it as an egg and has grown it.
No, but what you said was the hippogriff was given to me so I can train it and train its offspring and raise its offspring. That's what you said.
Oh, okay. My
Sure.
brain, my tongue and brain fucked out on me then.
No, I was just making sure because I was like, is there something we're not finding out here?
Yeah, they also all masters of fucking themselves.
It might already be pregnant. Who knows?
Yeah, essentially, he doesn't. Sadly, the adults that the griffin eggs belong to have passed away, but the griffin eggs themselves are,
I'm not hugely surprised.
Yeah.
You don't exactly treat them well, do you?
I think it's. Oh heavens! I'm not the one who killed the griffins, you monster.
Not saying you killed them. Did they just die?
I never had them. The eggs were
I
brought
see.
to me after their parents were dead because they had no ways to take care of griffin eggs or hatchling
Malachi throwing
griffins.
out
Sense
shade.
voting.
Yeah. I mean, this
So
guy
this
is...
guy's just completely innocent. We're just like, fuck you.
I'm not good at sensing motive.
He sounds like he's on the level.
I don't like him though. He's got loads of intelligent creatures like chained up
He has.
in
The
a
reason you
shed.
don't like him is because he has griffins and you don't.
Doesn't have griffins.
His griffin eggs.
Griffin eggs.
Well, eventually you will. Huh?
Yeah, maybe there's something a little bit dark about this whole setup. Very strange.
It's
Maybe you should
incredibly
get
interesting.
someone who's really good at interrogating people.
Is this like legal? Is enslaving intelligent creatures legal?
It's called indentured servitude, okay?
So no.
Very
That sounds illegal to me.
That sounds like a very fine way to say slavery.
Fuck your campaign, Dan. We're turning this into CSI.
Yeah.
They're saying like it might not be. Technically, what he's not doing is illegal, but it is immoral.
I'm gonna talk to the hippogriff.
That close enough.
All right, go ahead. He sees you about to cast spells. He's like, whoa there. What are you doing?
I'm a druid. I'm talking to it.
He narrows
Calm
his
down.
eyes. All right, fine.
I walked in here and you said I don't look like a mage type. I wouldn't know how to cast an arcane spell if I tried.
True, but again, you're in a particularly dangerous place to be casting druid spells too. Thinking about it.
But do you not know
No takes backseats.
spellcraft?
Cast it.
You
I'm
know
a druid.
spellcraft, right? Presumably.
He'll neither confirm nor deny. He's like, very well, go ahead, but be careful.
He's an evil druid
Yeah.
using his spells for evil. Kill
Good. I will cast Speak with Animals.
All right. He observes and realizes that
I will
it's
cast a
actually
large
speaking with
creature. The hippogriff becomes huge.
He'll activate his giant's armor.
Crush you.
Yeah. All right then. Who are you speaking with?
Madness
then.
ensues.
Go ahead. You'll probably have to be the one to initiate that dialogue because it doesn't know you can suddenly understand it.
It's like
Hello there.
we just have a cut to Jen
Ah,
still
hello.
hammering bullets.
How's it going?
Tired.
Tired.
Hungry. Sleepy.
You just always like that. What's it like here? How's life treating you?
Bored.
Or does he let you outside to fly?
Little. No, maybe.
When was
I
the
don't
last
know.
time?
You assume long-term memory is not this thing's specialty.
Did-
I imagine like Monaco walks away, walks back, and it's like, "Hi, new person."
Has he let you out today?
When's today?
Since you
exactly,
last went
Wednesday.
to sleep.
No.
Hmm. That's
Bored.
lovely. Yeah, I can imagine.
Ruffles up his feathers.
I can already tell that this creature, if Greg manages to get a hold of it, will already add to his menagerie of assholes. Jesus.
He's not an asshole.
No, he's
just
not an asshole,
replaced-
but it's just I can already imagine that every 5 seconds it's going to be like, bored, bored,
Bored now.
bored now, bored.
Yeah, he's speaking to a child. It's a child that is not as smart as an actual griffin.
Bored now.
How long will they live?
Feed me.
Jesus, I don't
Can we
fucking
call
know.
this like Monaco in the menagerie of the socially inept? Can that be what it is?
Let's see
Sure.
here. Hippogriff.
I
Oh my god, that's the most adorable picture of a hippogriff. That is a long ass link. It's so adorable though.
Oh, I got that link.
It is a huge link.
All right, that's
The thing is a cutie.
pretty nice.
I didn't know they had horns.
That link though.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a built-in link into the SRD.
Also, it's a Google search. So
Same.
that doesn't help.
Yeah. I cannot see how long they're supposed to live. It's probably like a year or
Horse.
so old right now.
Probably the same age as this horse, we'll assume.
Yeah, let's go with horse.
It's fine, guys. I got this. I'm on the Harry Potter wiki looking at the lifespan of hippogriffs.
Sweet. Yeah, it's I mean it has an intelligence of 2. It is not smart.
No, they're not.
All right, guys. The Harry Potter wiki didn't have the answer, so we've moved on to the World of Warcraft wiki.
Oh,
I'm going to say bye to the hippogriff.
Oh, bored. Yeah.
I'll try and get you out.
feed me.
All right.
Bored now.
I'm going to say, do you let him out to the guy?
Sometimes, yes. We can't afford to do so all the time. We wouldn't want to escape now. He might get lost and hurt himself.
Maybe if you treated him nice, he wouldn't want to run away.
I never said run away. He might get lost or hurt himself.
What if you stay with
Shots
him?
fired.
Pardon
You're
me,
not-
sorry?
Much of a trainer, are you? That's fine.
He never said he was a trainer.
Yeah,
He's
no.
a shopkeeper.
He's a shopkeeper.
A
and this is just
Pokemon
he's an
trainer.
alchemist and this is a shop.
Yeah,
I wanna be-
he's going to be an alchemist or a wizard or both, and neither of those classes get handle animal as a trained skill.
Yeah. Yeah, he has
I'm
no
gonna
fucking
go-
idea how to literally take care of them. He can do the basics like raise them so they don't die, but that's as for training and all that shit, he has no idea.
So it's
does it like the
definitely not for sale.
He does it like a mathematical
No, the
formula:
hippogriff
animal
is
plus
not for
food plus
sale.
water.
How much are you expecting to make off harvesting it?
I will not be confirming or denying that to you.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go talk to the bird.
Should we start the animal liberation front?
Free birds! Birds are people too!
Well, we have a thief, and Jin's pretty stealthy / can turn actually.
I have a
invisible.
bird. I happen to know a bird. He might just be a magical being that isn't a bird, but I know.
It's true. Like Jin can be the stealthy one with Reno, and then if we need to do the anarchy thing of setting shit on fire, we've got Roneth.
Yeah.
We can do this.
If everything goes to shit, I'll just be like, wildfire.
Yep, the bird when you look towards it's like, I can assume you understand me now.
Yes, hello.
Hello there. Nice to meet an intelligent individual. It gets very tiring speaking to the hippogriff.
You should bring in the owl.
Bored now.
Bored now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear him go, bored, at the back of the room.
How's it going in here?
Food.
The Hippogriff makes a point. It is terribly boring here.
Is he nice to you?
He treats us well enough. He understands that I'm intelligent, and my blood is useful in owls' blood potions, go figure. So yes, we're well fed in order to make sure that we can continue to produce without getting sick. It's not exactly an incredible life, but well, at least we're not dead.
True.
It'd be wonderful to be free, mind you, but also, I don't know, I've been noticing weird creatures out there these days. Not sure how high our chances are of survival on our own. Or I'd have escaped ages ago. As if this asshole could keep me here.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at the guy like.
How far do you want to go?
I'm thinking like, I'd say you can come with me, but if they found me, then he'd obviously accuse me of stealing you, which technically wouldn't be true if you escaped on your own.
You're saying you'd be a safe escort for me if I left and stayed in your company?
Yes, probably.
It's not really my style.
No.
If I'm leaving the bondage of one place, it would be to be free. I just don't know how good my odds of survival are in such freedoms.
I mean, I'm outside like literally all the time.
No, it's like 90% of the time.
But I would still be tied to going wherever you want to go, correct?
Well, not necessarily. Could go
Well,
on.
I get a say in where you walk to?
Well, no.
Well, there you have it.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying. It was an option.
I appreciate the offer. The intention was well-meaning, but to me, the difference is... Ugh.
I mean, I
not
wouldn't
worth it.
harvest your blood.
There is
frequently.
definitely that, but again, I'm well fed to recompense, and it's not painful.
Oh, that's all right.
He lifts one of his like taloned feet, and you can see that there's just a band with like a nick mark above it.
Seems awful unpleasant.
The owl does the owl equivalent of shrugging.
Does he treat all of you nicely?
Hmm.
Or just you?
He probably treats me nicer because he knows I could do something about it. At the same time, I can understand why someone would be less than trusting of the cockatrice or the scorpion over there, and for a while he had a basilisk until that got out, and it was for the best of us all that he dealt with that thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever see him like staring at the griffin eggs and like rubbing his hands and cackling evilly?
I mean, it just seems awful.
It
I was
isn't
gonna add an extra word, but I guess that is actually...
just a good... Yes, who needs adjectives these days?
Yeah.
Well, between you and me, it would be nice if you could get those eggs out. I don't really envy intelligent creatures like that being stuck here, especially if they're strong enough to fend for themselves. Me, I'm aware of my capabilities. I'm just a very large owl.
Yeah. How... I don't suppose you know how eggs fare in extra-dimensional spaces.
I
Oh
don't
my
understand
God.
the question, I'm sorry.
I mean, they don't breathe, so it's fine, right? Like, I thought
Yeah.
that was the only reason you can't survive in one is
If
because
they
of the air
hatch.
supply.
Yeah, but how long has he had the eggs? Do you know?
Dude, if they hatch in like the next hour, you'd be super unlucky.
Yeah, I know, but like... I mean, like, if I wanted to put them in there for a while people were like tracking us down, I could be like, no, I've not got them.
Wow, I would not. Do that.
Apparently eggs do need oxygen, so keeping them in a bag of holding is not a good move.
I did think that might be the case. So we'd have to hide
Well, I mean,
them
you could do
properly.
it, but you'd have like 10 minutes, or well, 5 in this case, if it was 2 eggs. You can get me
Yeah.
a bag of
We
holding.
have
and
enough.
get out.
He could have it be 10 minutes. We have enough bag of holdings.
Yeah. We just, while we're being searched, pop the eggs in a bag of holding. Wash. No problem. Or, yeah. What about portable hulls hold more, right? 10 feet of air. How long does 10 feet of air last? How long does 10 cubic feet of air?
Yeah, according to this, like I'm reading a little thing where they say there's no technical rule for it, but it's like eggs need to breathe, but you could argue that they have a very low oxygen consumption, so you could get longer out of them, depending on how developed the egg is.
I like that we're turning this into a Shadowrun campaign right now. We're working out how to rob a store, and we're like doing it in the most inane way.
Honestly,
possible.
it's just the kind of game I always want to run. Like I love that
Same.
shit.
I want to run Shadowrun so bad.
As I say, like Mage Punk Noir is basically just going to be Magic Shadowrun. So yeah, you don't have a portable hole. You have a bag of holding.
No, but I might be able to find one. I mean,
We have an immovable. Do we have an immovable rod?
You do in the
Yes,
form of
no-
an axe. That you
Yeah,
throw.
there we go. No, didn't we have like an actual like immovable rod as well, or am I?
I think you're imagining that.
We might have sold it.
That's also very likely.
don't know if we ever did.
I feel like we had one. I don't know. Might be
You
wrong.
might be right, but I don't know. If it's not on the list, we ain't got it anymore, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, you probably sold it
Maybe.
if we had one.
I think we like maybe nearly got one or something, but then didn't actually find it in the end. Why would you want an immovable rod anyway? What you find?
No, it was just like when you because Dan mentioned portable hole, and in my mind, like that just goes hand in hand with like a immovable rod. It's just those magic items that are super dumb, but are like really useful, but in dumb ways.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell the bird. I'll contemplate it.
Yeah, please do. I have no idea what an extra dimensional anything is, though. But
Okay.
I wish you
That's
luck.
fine. I'll work it out.
You should bring your other owl back, and they should have a conversation.
It's daytime. Owl's asleep.
This owl isn't asleep.
True, but it's kind of.
Is
been
this
woken up.
owl a man owl or a lady owl?
This owl is a lady owl.
You can't tell.
It's a lady
Oh
owl.
no.
It has a
Look at
feminine
that.
voice that I'm not. It's a feminine
Oh.
voice for an owl.
Oh
Sure.
god. Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Don't bring
This,
the owl.
this
Don't
sounds
bring
like
the owl.
perfect for the owl.
Don't bring the owl.
She would
Don't-
break your owl.
Yeah. And he'd
She would
like
destroy your owl.
it. He'd
Yeah,
love
he-
it.
It would like also it's an actual intelligent owl as opposed to the one that you have, which is just an owl that you can sometimes speak to and pick up its basic conversational
How
concepts.
intelligent is,
So
about the same as the hippogriff, but
Yeah.
not a child.
correct.
Maybe the owl actually knows how to woo. Who knows?
It'd be very base wooing. I imagine a magical intelligent owl being wooed by like the stupid owl that is trying really hard to fuck bitches. It just is like getting hit on by someone with incredible learning disabilities, and it's not cool.
All Greg is thinking about is like, how can we turn?
I mean, there's
Experiment.
also the possibility of it's like a scientist being wooed by a football player, which are things.
Sure,
that
but
happen.
she's bigger than the stupid one.
yeah, but that's not the point.
How much bigger?
She's like 1.5 feet tall. He's an owl.
They're both owls. I'm obviously mistaken. Wait, what?
Well, yeah, no, he's speaking to an owl. It's 1.5 feet tall owl, like as opposed to the
I mean-
usual sized owl.
It's like it's like a big owl and a barn owl. I guess.
Yes,
What's a
yeah.
little owl is going to be like, hey, girls. Like,
Hey,
I mean, I'm
what
su-
you
I'm
do?
looking-
Yeah, no, little owl would still be like, ooh, bitches, wanna fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's just a. I'm pretty sure that's just a fetish in human terms, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
He's tiny.
Yeah, this thing is small.
She's small, so not that much smaller.
Even if she was interested,
I mean-
she would be like, really?
I'll ask her if she
We've
wants
already
to meet my
talked
owl
about
friend.
fucking Gathlanes and elves, Ronith. We don't. Like,
But they're not that. Look,
there's a decent size difference.
Would you like to meet my owl friend?
I'm not entirely convinced I do. Is it
He's
Smart
not
as me?
smart as you.
No, that's nice of you to offer, but I don't really. No, thank you.
Well, like I say, I'll contemplate the egg situation.
Please do.
But I don't want to become a, criminal, or at least known as a criminal. I don't want to go to jail, is what I'm saying. I don't care about becoming a criminal because.
You have very little concept of stealing, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of this kind of thing, anyway.
This is like I'm liberating.
Yeah, to you, this is actually righteous.
It's good. I know it's illegal, probably.
It is definitely illegal.
But it's good, so it's fine.
You're morally absolutely green, 100% in the clear.
Plus, if nothing else, I'm besties with some of the most important people in the world, so it's fine.
That could help.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure Prison Dragon would be fine to be like to fucking bail you out of jail. That'll go.
That would go down great.
Fine.
I'm sure he'd love it.
So
that's like saying you owe a favor to the court of the
is-
Fae. What's the worst that could happen?
What you're saying is that he took 2 griffin eggs from a person who was intending to imprison them and use them as resources, and you put him in jail when he's on an incredibly important quest. Just looks at them. Okay, we'll let him out.
I feel like you're misunderstanding how dragons see the world.
I know.
Massively.
Yeah, I know. He wouldn't give a shit.
Not even
that's
a little bit.
President Dragon would be like, "Why are you fucking around with
But
griffins?"
if he did, I was more referring to the elf lady than the dragon. But yeah.
The dragon would be like, "Why aren't you doing your job?"
Why are you stealing griffin eggs?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, well, I will say goodbye to the horrible man.
Talk to the pseudo dragons.
Yep.
They're
Be asked if
intelligent.
you're interested in any potions before you go.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll say hi to the pseudo dragon.
They all do the dragon equivalent of hello meows.
Hello. They do a barbershop quartet.
Hello.
We are
Yeah,
Siamese, if you
that's
please.
exactly what I was saying. They're like the fucking Siamese cats from fucking Lady and the Tramp.
Yep. That is literally what happened. Like, fucking... Munakoi is walking around in a fucking Disney movie.
Yeah,
And,
this is why I really think, like I said, this episode is Greg and the Magical Menagerie of Socially Inept Creatures. It's the name of this episode. It's
yeah,
right there.
the pseudo-dragons do some sing-songy twinsy shit. It's pretty cool.
Do they want to come on an adventure?
They love scritches and food and lying in the sun and going and flying places. They don't get to do enough of that shit. They would love to go. They would love to go see some cool places and then
Liberate
sleep and
them.
eat at them.
I'll liberate them too. I'm just gonna liberate everything.
Even the cockatrice, it's just like set them free. Oh, this one was a miss. This was a bad choice.
That's how we explain how.
There's just a half orc statue like leant over a griffin's egg, peering over its
Shit.
shoulder in a what was that kind of
All I
expression on
need
his
to
face.
do is sneak in at night, get one of the cockatrices, wake him up while he's asleep,
Oh no! Come on, dude. That's no.
paralyze him, and liberate everything. Not actually gonna do that because that's murder, and that is bad.
Yeah.
Even Munakoi doesn't believe that.
Jesus.
That's
That's the kind of thing that takes that changes your alignment.
That's Plains justice right there.
yeah.
You know, that is the kind of thing that a mercy killer comes. That's how a mercy killer deals justice, and they're from the plane of Judge Dredd, essentially. The mercy killers are basically a race made of Judge Dredds, except they're a little bit emo.
So Judge Dredd.
Yeah. I looked up cockatrice and I got Order of the Cockatrice, which is actually just a cavalier thing, but I thought that sounded awesome. Order of the Cockatrice.
I mean, there was a cockatrice night in West Marches.
Oh, you mean, yes, Knight of Cocks.
Yes, Night of Cocks. God, I miss Dr. Grigori. What a
Wow.
character.
What a dude.
This is so gross, honestly.
He had so many
These ones
cockatrices.
are
It was
good,
like
but-
legitimately like a knight dude and his butler living in a castle, and they had like fucking 20 cockatrices. What is this night of cocks?
Well,
Oh my god,
mean-
I just looked up cockatrice facts. Their strange ability to turn other creatures to stone is its greatest defense, and its lair is invariably littered with the petrified remnants of foes. In an ironic twist of fate, weasels and ferrets, the creatures most likely to slip into cockatrices' nests and consume their eggs, appear to be completely immune to the effect. For unknown reasons, cockatrices are both terrified and enraged by conventional roosters, and are equally likely to flee or attack when confronted by one.
Yeah, it's like basilisks die if they hear roosters. That's actually a thing. If the basilisk hears a rooster's crow, it dies.
It just what?
The sound of a rooster is fatal to it.
What?
That's a thing. It's actually like a part of the myth and stuff.
That's interesting.
I think it's probably got something to do with the fact that they're hatched from underneath a chicken. So, like, since a rooster's like a male chicken, it's probably something to do with that.
Yes.
I would
so
assume.
weird.
Actually, it's not written in here on the. At least it's in Pathfinder. That's not how they do it. In Old
It
Lore,
might not be
yes,
part of,
it's
like,
not
the D&D
Pathfinder's
stuff.
one.
No, yeah, I'm not saying Pathfinder. I'm talking like actual basilisk legend.
Yep.
Folklore.
Really funny if like the lands were like terrorized by a massive basilisk. It's like
Send in the
roosters!
chickens! Croak!
Supply the chickens! It's
What?
like I have been defeated.
I'm a defeat.
It's if you search for cockatrice on like for pictures, the one that comes up, the most common one, I always think it's like the first and like fourth one. I just think it just looks really tired. Like it's just like, like it's just been on
Looks
a really long run.
Ill.
Yeah. Yeah. They're fucking cool as hell, though.
Gosh,
They're gross.
I'm gonna find out. I don't know what kind of folklore they actually originate from. I'm gonna go look that up now.
Yeah, go right ahead. I
Okay.
believe now, amongst like shit that we will want to keep for the next session, Chen, reading the message that is just for you is totally harmless right now, but you probably want your whole gang together when you read President Dragon's thing, so I don't want to spring that without Tao around.
Cool.
So, you get back to your room and it's like evening. You smell of lemons now. The only one there is Jin because Reno hasn't had a chance to turn up in the evening, and Munakoi's out doing Munakoi things that may or may not turn into some kind of heist in-game nighttime.
God, I can't wait for Grand Theft Magical Creature. It's gonna be
I know,
great.
right?
Yeah.
I
Grand Theft Griffin.
Grand Theft Griffin, yes.
once
Griffin Theft Auto.
Yeah.
once I've left there, I do want to look for two things. I
Sure.
want to look for a mundane little pet bird.
Sure.
A canary.
A canary? Yeah, you can acquire a canary.
And a telescope. Couldn't-
They're expensive. They're like 1,000
I
gold.
couldn't find how much they cost at all. There's a magical one that costs 24,000.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, spyglass, 1,000 gold.
Sure.
Yeah, spyglasses are like insane. I remember like that being a running joke that like they're so fucking
I
expensive.
remember one of
Like
the D&Ds I played where Dan was the DM, and you were like, "Oh, and on the shelf is a spyglass," and Josh was like, "I'll take it."
You just
Yep,
steal
immediately.
And I was
it.
like,
Steal
wait,
it.
I know, and I didn't know anything.
Yep.
Then we looked it up, and it was like
It's a-
1,000 gold.
It's a running joke that in Order of the Stick, which is a webcomic based on D&D stuff, if you ever see someone using a spyglass, it always has a price tag hanging on it saying 1,000 gold.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, all it does is it halves like the skill cost of a perception test, like looking over stuff, because there is actually a number for the greater the distance, the higher the negatives go, and it halves that number. That's why you would have a spyglass. But then I looked at then someone did the math. It's like a spyglass weighs only 1 pound, while 1,000 gold weighs 20 pounds. Even 100 platinum weighs twice as much as a spyglass. So just convert your coins to spyglasses to prevent encumbrance.
Wow.
Like I know the kind of logic why it costs that much because it's like
Incredibly
movable lens.
difficult to
Yeah,
make.
it's actually like quite like an intricate thing, but it's still kind of funny.
Yeah.
Does it cost less considering the tech level here is like above garbage?
The reality is you're in Mage Punk Land, and actually that building that Munakoi didn't know what it actually was, it's an Arcanist's building. Like, the Arcanists are a very recent addition to this world, like public alchemist magical engineering combination. They're the kinds of people that turned Ebron into Ebron.
Yeah.
So, like, they are starting to become a thing, and they're doing, technological engineering creations based on magic. So yes, you could actually get a spyglass from him. It would be cheaper. I would say about 300 gold.
Sweet. Take that.
Why are you buying one anyway?
You will see when we get to it. But the canaries...
Oh man, is this part of your heist plan?
No.
The canary's like 5 gold.
5 copper.
Copper?
I looked it up.
Fucking A. Jesus.
I'm just waiting for this to be put, like, next week. It's just like, alright, I have a spyglass and a canary. And you
Trick a bird into thinking it's looking at a really big bird by putting a canary in front of a spyglass.
Fucking hell. We're gonna sneak in through the point. What's gonna be like? We'll sneak into
I'm gonna buy like a nice cage for it as well. I don't know how much that costs.
5 more copper.
Why do you need a nice cave? You're obviously just going to use it for mining, like see if it dies. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's the fucking fungo caves. When Ryan tells you about them, you use the canary to scout them out.
Shit.
It just dies when
canary
it gets close.
Just instantly dead.
Yeah.
It's poisonous. Don't go down there.
Super bad idea, guys. Super deadly down there.
I spent 4 gold on a real nice cage.
You now have the lung rot.
Yeah, you've now got shroom lung. It's like the black lung, but it's just shrooms. Later on, you're just like, and then there's just a handful of mushrooms.
Yeah,
How the fuck?
His lungs have just become mushrooms.
Sweet. Good old shroom lung. But yes, Chen, are you gonna read your message or listen to your message?
I'm going to burn my message. No, I'm going to.
In character, totally believable.
Yep.
I don't need this paper. Fine.
Yeah, it's like I got mail.
Yep. Okay.
Someone sent me firewood. Thank you. So thoughtful.
Yeah. You run your thumb across the rune on it, and it activates the message. A little you've seen like glittering dust falling in the sun. It's that kind of image, except it just happens upwards, and then after a few moments, you can see an illusory form, a very familiar illusory form. It would appear to be some kind of tiefling, a particularly busty, beautiful tiefling with like glasses and ravenette hair and slightly curved horns.
Would it be Ivik?
It would be Ivik. Hello there, Chen. It is a pleasure to see you again. Oh, well, that's what I would say if you'd ever write back, but we can but only hope.
I literally wrote back.
I know.
It's true. He actually did.
He did, yeah. But you didn't send one with your face in it. But she does giggle and go, I'm kidding. I do have a hope that you don't panic or freak out of any fashion. But I would appear to be...
Just one question right before it. Is this like a pre-recorded message?
It
like,
is.
Do I know about
it?
It
is. You're not... Yes, it's pre-recorded. It's
okay,
recordable.
so it's not like...
You're not
essentially
actually
like
speaking with her.
Okay.
No, it's like essentially a fancy version of sending old message.
Sounds like, wait, am I
Now.
actually talking to the real one now? Or... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she sort of looks mildly uncomfortable and goes, "You see, I'm pregnant. I went to a specialist. I went to a cleric and had checked. It would appear to be some kind of half kitsune. Go figure. I just thought I'd like you to be aware. You've kind of left a little memory behind in Rasaith.
Half demon, half fox. Oh, baby.
And then she blows you a kiss, and the message ends.
Jen's eyes are like wide open and just like. Like
I imagine he's like literally in the middle of a street somewhere. Like he's just.
No, he's back in the.
Yeah, I would love it if you did that, and then just like every gaff lane, like every the fucking typical fairy thing of like, ooh, what's that shiny? I should look. You just have like a horde of gaff lane all looking around you, and they go, oh.
I don't even know what the reaction would be. Like from Chen, it was just gonna be like silence and just like, oh, kind of thing.
Is it that boy or that girl? Do you know yet? Oh shit!
Well, there's like a fucking squad behind me just going like, oh.
You've got your own chorus of Gatlane following you around.
Oh shit! It's that boy or that girl. Their gender is yet confirmed.
You would have thought you would have, like, considering she can confirm it's a kitsune.
Well, she can confirm. She can confirm that the child exists and it's got a blood and what its bloodline is. It's not had a chance to grow anything related to its.
Probably what they found out is like, oh, it's half kitsune. Oh shit! That night with that kitsune. Oh shit!
It was nights. You were with her for like a week.
It's true.
Well, yeah.
You also crit.
You both crit. You both learned each other just personally. Yeah. You connected in a physical and then even physicler. Yeah.
It's like a jigsaw.
The very first time.
Yeah, you're just two pieces that just fit. You found out it's just like, you like fire too. Oh!
Wow.
Oh my god, that kid is fucking Lucifer. Jesus.
The first thing it does is get like the Arcanist box of endless matches.
It's gonna be fucking Damien. He's just gonna fucking set fire to everything and kill people.
Burn, baby, burn. This burn.
I don't want to set the world on.
No, it's
I just wanted to start burning down Rasafe.
I just want it to start right the fuck now.
Yeah, there you go. So, Chen, it has been revealed to you that there is a little fox demon.
Sweet. I'm elated because that's gonna be a fucking character in the future campaign, so that's gonna be awesome. But Chen is like, what the? I should have expected this, but I didn't expect it. Kind of thing.
This is the link in response to Demon Fox Babies.
Let me see. Demon Fox Babies.
But that's Forbidden Love, which is one of my fucking favorite pictures. I should have just grabbed that one instead.
That's heresy.
But that's Forbidden Love. Fucking face.
God.
And with that, I believe it is going to be time to end the session here. Been going for a little over 3 hours now. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. It was a little bit of a side questy little adventure, I suppose. But
I made so many bullets.
You made a lot of bullets, and you finally you got gin time.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It's
Need
like, what did you do all day? I don't know. I did work. Oh, that must have sucked. What do you mean?
Nope.
It was awesome.
Nope.
I didn't have to deal with Chen's attempting to play the flute for days on end.
Yep. So, yeah, and I mean, like, Chen got to hang out at a tavern and then went and did a job and saved people from a fucking super death mushroom beast and nearly burned them down in the cave. That, whatever. We skip over that part. Did pretty well. Monokoi has found out that he now wants to play Nature Din and Shadowrun himself some fucking magic birds and shit.
No, he just wants to
Rescue
play
the
Shadow.
animals.
Yep. Don't forget, a good run is made up of a bunch of things. You got to know the mark, you got to know the plan, you got to know what you know about Mr. Johnson.
Who's our fixer, Dan?
Your fixer is a Mr. Guilds.
Mr. Guilds, that makes sense.
Wait, no, it's the fairy.
And I guess Monokoi is technically
Tessa.
the Mr. Johnson in this situation.
Yeah, Monokoi is the Mr. Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
It's his job. He's the one with it. And you got to make sure that Mr. Johnson isn't holding out on you. Like being a secret cultist double agent! Oh god, this is Magic Shadowrun. Sweet.
It is.
So... Chen is obviously going to write back. I don't have hologram...
You can go to the Messengers Guild and just be like, I want to, send a proper fucking message. And it's like a couple gold.
Yeah. Of course, I think Jen would probably wait a little bit first because he would probably have to collect his thoughts.
Yeah, I don't imagine the first thing you do is then immediately dash out of your room and be like, "I'll be back soon, fat I have a kid." And then just
I
run
feel,
out the door.
I feel like the episode should end on like Chen just reading that and just like a moment of silence, just staring at the letter wide eyed, and then like Jin walks in the background and is like, "Hey, who died?" And black screen
looking at
credits.
Jin, just like speechless.
Yeah, and then we just cut.
Cut.
Thank you very much for watching, stream/VOD viewers. I hope that you enjoyed yourselves and had yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and I hope that you continue to have that. And thank you guys for playing. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm constantly surprised when people enjoy a game. I don't know. It's like a DM discomfort. Take care, everyone.
There was no traveling, so I very much enjoyed myself.
Yay!